know, which teach them the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel.
Good night, everyone. Let me know if you're seeing me clearly. Let me know if you are hearing me clearly. If you're seeing and hearing me clearly, welcome to another episode of Extra Class, episode number 234. I trust that everybody is okay. I trust that everybody is healthy. And for the persons who are still at work, I trust that your shift will end soon and you will get a chance to get home to your family in very short order. For the persons who are on their way home, I trust that you will get home safely. And for the people who are home, ready for us to teach about some things that affect Jamdown, Jamrock, Jamaica land we love, Land of Food and Water, Bob Marley, Usain Bolt, Vibes Cartel, Buju Banton, Shelly and Fraser Price, and some more people. Peeps, good night, soon forward.
Kaboom! Teach them! Always make sure the message reach them. You know, which teach them the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel. Hey, yo, yellow! Like, subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification button. Hey, yo, we always up to something. Teach them! Hey, yo, yellow! Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them. Right here, Warlord representing.
Good night, peeps. For the persons who are here for the first time, welcome. I'm seeing Miss Janice Dyer say hi. This is my first time from TNT. Good evening, good night, Miss Dyer. Welcome. Really and truly appreciate the support for all the persons who are here for the first time. Welcome for the people I'm going to shout out. You know, we talk to some people, look more. For the persons who have been here early and have been interacting and engaging with each other in the comment section, blessings, appreciate that. Lawful, big up yourself and your brother. I appreciate the support and the contribution. You know. First and foremost, happy Valentine's. I trust that for those persons who are celebrators of the day, I trust that you have been having a wonderful day filled with bliss and excitement and love. For the persons who really and truly are not celebrators of the day, you know, it's a regular day, see me. Peeps, the stream here, I have been trying to figure out from day whether or not I should have streamed tonight. This is more out of me just wanting to exhale versus me wanting to stream tonight, as you know, some stuff. I'll probably mention it before the stream ends, but some stuff. But I'm there. So like I'm there, might as well we just get up and running. You understand? But good night again, peeps. Please share the stream on your social media pages, Facebook, Twitter, IG status, your WhatsApp status, and your WhatsApp groups and stuff. Please and thanks. I'm going to try to share the stream. So please, give me a minute, peeps, please. No, guys, I am not sick. I am health-wise. I am okay. I'm all right in that sense. Just give me a minute. Let me just repost this. Yeah, peeps. So there, as I said, I might later on in the stream share if me feel a mind, but my there. So let's talk about the thing that just doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon. The coronavirus situation. As I have been saying, 876 brokers are like a catty problem. If only that was it, my brother. The coronavirus situation continues to be a grave cause for concern. It continues to be something that all Jamaicans, home and abroad, have to keep their eyes on. However, news would have broken. See, nobody not this melons, man. News would have broken recently that 3 persons have been placed in isolation and a number of persons quarantined. The 3 persons who were placed in isolation, samples were taken from them, I suppose, blood samples, Zane and thing, and the samples were sent overseas for testing. The tests were returned, and all 3 persons in isolation have returned a negative testing result for the coronavirus. So that is awesome. Really and truly appreciate the positive news, and I sincerely hope that all those other persons, about 80 of them, have been quarantined across various health institutions around the country, that nobody will present any symptoms or there will be any confirmation that the coronavirus is in Jamaica. So tests for all 3 in isolation come back negative for coronavirus. So the Ministry of Health and Wellness has advised that the test results for all 3 patients who were placed in isolation for investigation of the novel coronavirus have come back negative. I mean, that is awesome news. So the results for the 2nd and 3rd patients were received on Thursday, which was yesterday, from the Caribbean Public Health Agency, following on the receipt of the first from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention on Wednesday. The first patient, who had arrived in Jamaica on the 30th of January, presented at the Anatomy Hospital and was later isolated for a further investigation. A statement from the ministry read, "The public was informed on the 10th of February and the 12th of February respectively of the 2nd and 3rd persons being put in isolation. In the case of the 2nd, the individual had an elevated temperature, which was detected while in quarantine. The 3rd individual was put in isolation after being detected with a fever on arrival at the Sanchez International Airport in Montego Bay on the 11th of February. All 3 patients will now be discharged given their negative test results." Yeah, some more information on that. So almost 80 Jamaicans who recently visited China have been quarantined. Here, almost 80 Jamaicans who have visited China between January 23rd and the 8th of February have been quarantined at home. So Jamaica's Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Jacqueline Bisesa Mackenzie, made the revelation yesterday at a health ministry briefing in her New Kingston offices. So Dr. Bisesa Mackenzie says representatives from the various health departments are conducting daily checks on the patients who are quarantined at home. Meanwhile, Health Minister Dr. Christopherson says he notes concerns raised by some residents near the St. Joseph's Hospital that has recently been designated a coronavirus quarantine facility. So, hold on. Griffith Walters, blessings, my brother. Really and truly appreciate the support and the contributions. Blessings. I am not entirely sure what are the procedures and the guidelines governing home quarantine, because if you are quarantined at home, how removed are you from your family members and stuff? So I don't know how effective that might be at this point in time. There are 80 Jamaicans who have been quarantined inside their private residence and thing. So we watch and see. The greatest thing is that thus far there have been no confirmed cases of the coronavirus in Jamaica. As I've been saying, I sincerely hope it remains that way. I sincerely hope that Jamaicans who have been traveling does not at any juncture in time contract the virus. We can't deal with it. Hopefully, at ground zero in China, the situation will be contained and stabilized as soon as is possible. I know that there are efforts being made to find definitive treatment and cure for same, but until then we have to be careful. You understand? We live in a globalized world where travel is like flying is like driving in a car, and many persons conduct business and live their life via air travel and sea travel, and as such it is not impossible for any country in the world to be affected by this virus. So we continue to put to put the things in place, I hope, for the containment, if needs be, or the prevention, preferably, of the virus entering Jamaica. Jamaica is the first country quarantine at home. I am not entirely sure why they would have made that move, considering how grave the situation is. I suppose if you're placing person in quarantine at this moment, those quarantine facilities should be government operated, but they are the experts. You know, sometimes the experts are not always the experts, if you get what I say. And thing. So we're watching it. We hope that the situation as is in Jamaica remains, with no cases being detected, confirmed. So we give thanks to that. This picture here, like when we see the picture, we just always have a laugh. I don't know. There are some persons who are off the view that I was hiding behind that column. That is not the case. We were standing at the entrance formally to mobile reserves. It is now special operations. There's a road behind me, if you can see, and some soldiers are standing further up. That is Duppy Gate. That road leads to camp, while the road in front of me leads into former mobile reserve, now special operations. Where I am standing, that is where most of the journalists were standing. Cameramen and all sort of people were standing there. What happened is that late in the proceedings, a police officer came and said we need to move from here, so, and go over either to the right or to the left. So we had done that. But then when this gentleman and this female was leaving, I couldn't get the shot of me once, so I go back over there, so, and so I me alone did end up over there, so there are persons who are of the view that I was hiding behind the column. No, that is where I was all along. I was the person closest to here, because I was using the column as a stabilizer for the camera, because I wasn't using any tripod based on the situation. So that is where I was all along. But because the police officer come move with, but they go over here, so where you see the brother with the bag there, so over that side there. And then no, because I couldn't get this a shot, because so many people were over congested over here, so no, me run come over here, so, and as me run come over there, so man then take a picture higher. You understand? So you know what it go. Now, let me address a few things. I have noted some of the comments on the video. Not only my video, but videos on posted by the Gleaner and Loop and other places. Zane, many persons are upset about the fact that Rhyme Nation to be hide. But over for hiding on Migley Road. Many persons are upset at the fact that the videos were and the pictures were taken and shared on social medias and news platforms and all over the place. Yeah? And I can understand why some persons might have an issue with same. Zane? However, this is not a new thing. This has always been the case. Not that make it right. Many persons are saying that give the people them some privacy and such. Zane? The reality is that media don't work like that. Unfortunate. That's just the unfortunate reality. Yeah? And thing. Some very unfortunate statements have been made. Not necessarily under my video per se, but I have been looking at the Loop posts and the Gleaner posts and stuff. Zane, Griffith Walters said, I cancel my date if you listen to your thing. Yo, I hope your date don't beat you up with the Walters. You understand? But blessings, brother. I try to wrap up the stream quick and fast so you can make up to your date, you know what I mean? And thing. And there are a couple of things that I wish to say in relation to those persons with concerns. Yeah? One, first, I would have pinned a comment under my video, and without looking at the video, I think it says somewhere along the line that it gives me no joy to upload the video, Zane, and I wish this is used as a wake-up call for many Jamaicans in the diaspora who are farming the fool. Something to that effect, and that it saddens me actually to upload the video, but we live and die by the choices we make. Yeah? It really and truly gave me no joy, Zane. It really and truly gave me no joy. Yeah, because I think somebody was streaming from the location to British fellow. So I think rapper was probably streaming their stream or something to that effect. It gave me no joy to do this video. I really and truly wish I did not have to do the video. Yeah? I really and truly wish that Jamaicans overseas in the diaspora were behaving themselves, and as such, there was no need for them to be sent home. I really and truly hope that there will be very few situations in the future where there will be deportation from the UK, the US, Canada, and wherever else. I sincerely hope that. Now, one of the other things that I want to point out is that daily in this country, we see many people making mockery of themselves on social media, posting all sorts of things, saying, and these videos go viral. Why do these nonsensical videos go viral? Because people sit and watch them. Some of the same persons who are taking offense to the media recording the return of these deportees are some of those same persons who are helping to proliferate crap on social media. Some of these same persons are the same persons who go to them way many times to upload crap on social media. So how come now this is so bad and evil all of a sudden? I am just asking. Many of us will live on negativity. Many of us will live on gossip and the demise and downfall of others. Zine. And as I said, I'm not sit here and tell you, say, it is really and truly ethical to have recorded these individuals. But the reality is that some people need to relax. Yeah? I don't see some of them people here a champion social media etiquette, Zine, media etiquette on a general basis. So all of a sudden, we are the moral authority and the paragons of virtue. Like, I'm gonna get it. Zine, the reality is that this is a big news item. It is a global news item. You understand? Malina Records, Blessings Family. This has garnered the attention of the entire world. So why would a media outlet not seize the opportunity to get footage from a situation that has garnered international attention? I don't understand. I don't know that there were any media houses out there who were ridiculing the returning persons. That never happened. TVJ was there. CV, as a matter of fact, all the footage that were recorded on my camera was shared with TVJ. I gave it to them. Yeah, despite the fact that me and TVJ have been at odds for some time for some things. But Kirk had some camera issue, that is Kirk, right? And he asked for the footage. And I gave every single file to him. He gave me a few things to still, because them they go airport, I never go. CVM wasn't ridiculing, the Gleaner wasn't ridiculing anybody, the Observer wasn't ridiculing anybody. You understand what I say? If anybody was doing any ridiculing, I just some bystanders, some regular people who come there for the spectacle. The media houses were just doing what media houses do, cover a story. You understand? So peeps, the situation is unfortunate. Seeing, yes, persons who are saying that there should be privacy afforded to these individuals. The reality as it is at this point in time, it's an international news item, and all media houses, seeing, all man said TVG who, all media houses, I am sure, would be very, very interested in the story, in getting footage as well. So that is what it is. You understand? I don't know how all of a sudden some people are take this thing personal. It's not personal for me. I wish I never have to do the video. I wish I never have to upload the video. But I am into passing on information and sharing credible information. That is the reality. Zine? So I never exchanged a word with anybody. The only person I talked to out there was Kirkright. Yeah, son. I wasn't there ridiculing any deportee. I not even try interview none of them while everybody else I try interview them. That wasn't my purpose there. So for the people who on a regular day are running down negativity on social media and the worst of the worst videos on social media, and then you're going to come behave like you have the moral authority to tell me what to do, then nobody with that something there. You understand what I say? Seeing me on some people, if it was me, them camera there, them mash up who for camera? When? Where? You must be dreaming, man. Like sometimes we say some things on social media, we don't even understand what we say. What you mean mash up my camera? That's a mad, man. Boy. So the situation is as is. Initially on Tuesday, there were mass celebration as the British press broke news that a court ruling was handed down which dictated that the scheduled charter flight, where 50 Jamaicans were scheduled to be deported to the country, was cancelled pending further legal procedures. Then we hear say it's only some people did there one particular detention center because one O2 cell site never did their work and they were not able to contact legal representation and as such. So I kept on monitoring, and when I woke up, a couple of my subscribers, big up Lloyd Chatbot, big up Kurt German, those persons are not very far from the situation and they would have provided an update on the matter. And thing. Trivian Spike, big up yourself and a brother. You know what thing, we can only be who we are, though. Damian White, blessings, bro. Really and truly appreciate the contribution, guys. And thing. So, the long and short is that eventually when I woke up on Tuesday morning, I was informed that a flight had left the UK with, initially I was told 25 Jamaicans on board, then I heard 20 and then the number came down to 17. So deportees arrived in Jamaica from the UK. 17 deportees arrived in the island on a charter flight from the United Kingdom on Tuesday afternoon. Sorry guys. Following their arrival at the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston, the returned residents were processed at the Specialized Operations Unit of the Jamaica Constabulary Force and released, formerly the Mobile Reserve. And let me add some more perspective to this. Not all 17 persons who were on the flight actually walked out of the Special Operations headquarters, as there were a number of persons on the flight who no one came to receive. You might not have seen that in the media per se, but I can tell you that as a matter of fact, that there are, I am not sure of the number. I probably if I go back through the video and count how many persons were released, but not everybody was received by a family member or a friend. And as such, the authorities would not release those persons just arbitrarily on the streets. So they were taken to a facility in Vineyard Town. I don't remember the name of the facility. I was told because I asked on location, but some persons were taken to that facility in a bus, and they were held there. I'm not sure of their situation at this point in time, but I know that not every single 17 person who was on the flight actually walked past me right here, so. What the people then say me they hide. See, some of those persons were taken to a facility in Vineyard Town where they were being held. I am not sure the level of security that was there, but I know that that was the case. Seeing and that is really and truly very very rough to know that nobody came to receive you. Like, but the reality is that some of these persons who are deported really and truly don't have any links back home. They're not but it's rough. As I said, it's a sad story. It's a sad situation for everybody involved. I wish it never happened, but that is just the cold reality of this world. So a spokesperson from the UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson said Tuesday that all 17 are serious foreign criminal offenders who had to be deported to their country of birth. Zane, and there's another issue I have. Look, if a big old man like me, Zane, go to the UK and go do folly and commit crimes and them deport me, fine. For your youth who left the country when them are 2 and 3 and 5 and 7 who grew up in the British system, went to British schools and run afoul of the law, I am not of the view that those persons ought to be deported to Jamaica. But if a big old grey man like me decide to go UK, go mash up the people them country and break the people them law, then them send me back on my yard. You understand what I say? But it really and truly rough for your youth who don't know no life outside of the UK, who don't have no recollection of Jamaica, who since them left Jamaica as a 3-year-old or 5-year-old has never stepped foot on Jamaican soil. It really and truly harsh for those persons to be sent back to Jamaica. Like, I can see through those concerns. But for a man like me, say you go UK as a teen, 17, 18, like, Zane are in your 20s or 30s and you go to crap. Then you serve your time and come back to your yard. But for the youth them who had no control over when they went to the UK and they grew up in the UK system, they were educated in the UK, then them youth, they really and truly, there should be another solution for it. You understand? Set a waste still. And right, I know that silver, so I serve my time. If I do the crime, when me a big man like, but they look at you, them we grew up in the UK, and if you just send them back to Jamaica. So really and truly rough pan the youth them plus pan Jamaica because here what go on. What kind of integration or reintegration can be had with those youths? Them not have no roots here, so them not have no family member here, so all the life that them know in the UK. How well can somebody like that adapt and reacclimatize themselves to the Jamaican reality? Most of those persons end up back in a life of crime. So as I said before, I don't want them back in Jamaica necessarily. That's the truth. You understand what I say? That's the reality. But the reality is that the government or governments subsequent have signed agreements with the UK and with other countries stating that they will receive Jamaican born people when other countries are sending them back home. Miss June Reed said join the army. But I don't know that the army will take you in knowing that you have a criminal record like that either. That's another thing, you know. You understand? But I mean, know. Look, a man them need to just behave themselves. See? That is the long and short of this. So no matter how we split it, no matter how we dice it, these persons who were, I mean, I want to really right now hear nobody I say some innocent man get deported. I don't know of any innocent man in the 50 year. Because everybody would have, I mean, I say you can't serve time innocent, you know. But I don't know that these men were choir boys. See? So there are so many dynamics at play here. The situation is just sad. See? And there are persons who normally say the government are going to take them because them get money. It is important that if persons are being sent from the UK, the government of the UK send some money, because what happened to those persons who were not received by family members? They have Yeah, peeps, so there again. I have no idea what went wrong just now. I suppose Murphy lies at work. Ah, boy. And as usual, as the stream crash, some people just stick with themselves. But that's how you go still. We're still there. Everybody I hear me clearly, seeing me clearly, let me know. Please and thanks. Alright, peeps. So we're there again. I have no idea what happened just now, but we'll give thanks. Zane. No. Reportedly among the 17 are rapists, drug offenders, and other convicted of robbery and firearm offences. They have served a combined 75 years between them, according to the British media. So relatives of some of the deportees who disembarked the plane with minimal possession had arrived earlier at the Specialized Operations Unit to await their arrival. So meanwhile, at least 25 more Jamaicans who were scheduled to be on Tuesday's flight are still in the UK after they were granted a last-minute reprieve by that country's Court of Appeal. Their lawyers argued that they were denied access to legal representation, and the court agreed, thus ordering the Home Office not to deport them. They had been denied access to working SIM cards at the Heathrow detention facility, following a mobile phone signal outage that prevented them from consulting their lawyers. It is not known when they will be deported. Yes, So the thing set. So, I mean, it really and truly unfortunate that we have to be having this discussion. The reality is that practically every country in the world deport other nationals. Zane. Some persons are viewing this as David Gray, I say the audio and video not in sync. Anybody's having syncing issues, let me know. Quan Simpson teach me have a link for you to interview my brother-in-laws. Who them be Simpson? Saying something still wrong. Probably you need to log out or close the stream and enter, open back the stream, bro, and see if that helps. Zane? Yeah, so probably if you're having syncing issues, you probably just need to do that. Yeah, peeps. We have been talking about curfews for a few months. We saw where Mountain View had a curfew twice per week, every week. We saw where Augustown had curfews every week, twice per week, every week. We see now where Central Village has taken on the baton and curfews are declared in Central Village twice per week, every week. Curfew extended in Central Village, St. Catherine. So a curfew that was imposed in Central Village, St. Catherine, has been extended. It is to continue from 6 p.m. on Wednesday, February 12, until 6 p.m. today, Friday, February 14. I am practically sure, Zane, Gozuma, brother, what you do with you? I am practically sure that this curfew will be extended as I just saw the curfew them operate. Yeah, so I'm gonna get rid of that picture and move on because the things that are weird. Top ranking, when I did family, thing good. Well on peeps, so I kinda have computer issues now it look like. I don't know. Them are blessings. Rifle, handguns seized in Spanish Town. So the security forces on Thursday recovered 3 illegal weapons, 3 magazines, and 36 rounds of assorted ammunition in Lakes Pen, Spanish Town, St. Catherine. According to the security forces, at approximately 10:06 a.m., a joint police-military mobile patrol team approached 4 armed men who opened fire on them. The patrol team returned fire and the men ran. A subsequent search of the area was conducted and the following items were seized. 1 FR sniper rifle. I'll repeat that. 1 FR sniper rifle. 1 Smith & Wesson pistol. 1 9mm Browning pistol. 1 FR sniper rifle magazine. 2 9mm magazines. 36 5.56 live rounds of ammunition. And 24 9mm live rounds. 3 persons were detained in connection with the find, and the detainees' weapons and ammunition were subsequently taken to the Central Village Police Station for processing. Boy, may I tell you. Teens among 3 in custody after thwarted abduction attempt in St. Catherine. Police detained 3 males, including 2 teens. The oxygen will go on, bro. Implicated in an attempted abduction in Portmore, St. Catherine yesterday. This after a woman was reportedly held up and robbed by men in a black Honda Stream which was reportedly operating as a taxi. On reaching a section of the community, the female reportedly jumped from the moving vehicle. She then filed a police report. The incident happened about 2:20 Monday afternoon. Now, Deputy Superintendent of Police, DSP Delia Garrick, officer attached to the Constabulary Corporate Communications Unit, says the men were later detained in Kingston. Zane, she says technology played a key role in apprehending the suspects. So, I have the next story, so I say I can find it quick and fast and just join up everything. Zane, boom, boom, boom. Cut and paste. So a minute the peeps. Yes, so cops hold 2 of 3. So there was high drama on Lyndhurst Road. I think I can find something, yeah. There was high drama on Lyndhurst Road in Kingston on Monday as police chased men traveling in a stolen motor car along the usually busy road. 2 of the 3 men traveling in the stolen Honda motor car were later held, police confirmed. Now, according to the officers on the scene, they received information that a car, which was stolen from Portmore, St. Catherine, was spotted traveling on Lyndhurst Road. The car was chased by the police, and in an attempt to elude the officers, the driver reversed and hit a Nissan Note motor car. The men then highlighted the vehicle and ran. One who ran into a nearby business establishment was immediately held, while another was found by officers of an enhanced security measures team hiding in Rome, an area located off the nearby Russell Road. He was hiding in a gully and we eventually held him, one of the officers responsible for capturing the second man said. I only see when the understream bust a reverse and it lick up in another car. The man them jump out and one of them run go in at the business place over there, so, said a eyewitness as he pointed in the direction. The other one get way, but me I hear now so the police them catch them around the road. It not nice the way how things are going in our little island. It not nice at all, said the eyewitness. Another person who was standing close to the scene of the incident could be heard saying, I saw them little boy I want to live. Them just want get up and thief things and them don't want work for it. And look how them just reverse and mash up the man. Them car. Some of the people on the scene were overheard commending the police. Wow. Surprise, surprise. The police them do a good job today. And them no hostile to it. Who are out here. Only thing me see go wrong today is that them say one of the thief them get way. Otherwise, me happy say them catch the other 2. A woman said. Big up to that lady there. Zane and Ting. The Jamaica Observer received unconfirmed report that a pistol was retrieved from a shop close by where one of the men had dropped it while trying to escape. If so be the case, mad thing. You understand? Teenagers. Zane? Body no want work. But they don't want to work in the same business place when running too good as I look smart if you employ. You understand? That same lady that with them try rob probably have one land and one more. You understand? Or one pipe or one fix. Zine? Or one fence or one trim. Nobody don't want to work. That a go on. So like how we up on interception and robbery and all of them something. We could find the next story or so. We just deal with them story because big up to the people them when did left the stream and come back. You see? Boy, I don't know who grown to do. I'm normally telling me say, yeah, what go on, man. When I now watch the stream and the stream crash, I have the ability to restart the stream. See, if you see 5-10 minutes come, I'm in a forward and back, then that different. But 10 seconds on the run gone. I don't know who grown to star. But I don't like it. Yes, I don't need to change the ways. Robbers intercepted in St. Thomas. Cop seize gun, getaway car, and cash. A firearm, a sum of money and a motor car were seized by the Golden Grove police in St. Thomas on Sunday morning after a robbery in the area. The police reported that 2 men were wearing masks, held up and robbed Johnson's service station in the area. The police reported, I said that already, the Golden Grove police were alerted and they intervened, resulting in a shootout with the robbers. While the gunmen managed to escape, they left behind a firearm, a Subaru motor car, and cash from the robbery. The Golden Grove police are investigating. See? Teach police catch a thief down on Clarendon today. No good thing that, man. I wish police would catch every thief down on Clarendon today. Then me then be a happy man. Maybe, but yeah, me then happy like. See? And thing. Remember, not so long ago, a police officer was mowed down by a taxi driver in New Kingston. There has been another similar story. Another traffic cop hit down by a public passenger vehicle driver. Another cop has been reportedly hit down by the driver of a public passenger vehicle. The incident happened on Friday in St. James and involved a traffic cop. The policeman was reportedly hit from his motorcycle by a minibus driver whom he attempted to stop for a traffic violation. The police reported that the driver of the bus did not yield to the instruction of the traffic cop and instead hit him from the service motorbike. The policeman then reportedly drew his weapon and fired several shots in the direction of the driver. That kind of dangerous still, because I understand why the policeman would then probably think that it happened, but were passengers in the vehicle. See, I am sure I read somewhere where there's a law that says a police officer cannot or should not fire in a loaded vehicle. I don't know if people in there fire away if you do. I don't know, but I think them say you know for fire in a loaded vehicle. Because you don't know who in there really and truly, you know. The cop received injuries to his left leg and was later treated and released from hospital. I'm glad to say not the major still. It is unclear if the bus driver has yet been apprehended by the police. So it is the second time since the start of this year that a policeman has been hit down after ordering a PPV driver to pull over during a traffic violation. See, so I don't know the story. Last month in a New Kingston, there's one little thing did go on. See, so I can't agree with the policeman firing at the driver, seeing that the driver was still in the bus. See, I don't know if there was anybody else in the bus. I am assuming that there were other people in the bus, passengers in the bus. So we can't condone that behavior there still, because many persons have lost their lives in similar situations like this before. See? But then again now, the driver will stop. You see, the police, they just take him out of the bus and shot him alone. Then I have a problem with that. And I know people are going to say about teach that wrong too. Then the police say if you stop, you stop. How you feel it on the police? See? There's a video in circulation where police are trying to arrest some men boy place, and a war as usual. War in the east, war in the west, war from Manavan police west. You understand? And the man and go look for criminal. That is the constant plea from residents. And they have said, and I'll say it again, that many of these taxi men in this country are criminals. So when people tell police to go look for the criminal, the police them actually have a criminal already. You understand what I mean? So we have heard many stories of what taxi men have been involved in. That's not new. Allow the police to do their jobs. As crappy as we think the justice system is, if a man is wrongfully arrested, then there are avenues through which he can get recourse. If the police them say you have to stop, you stop. Zane, if the police them try arrest some man, low the police them, make the police them arrest the people them. The man them know them do crap and resist arrest and inside dunce people. Only need to stop it. We are the same one who clamor and crucify the police them, say them now do nothing. And we are the same one who are obstructing the police from doing their jobs. I have asked the question already and I'll ask it again. What do we really want as Jamaicans? Do we want law and order? Unconditionally, or do we want law and order when it suits us? I don't understand. I want law and order unconditionally. And yes, I know that you have some police who are very, very hostile and are not the most professional people out there. But I've seen many instances where police officers have been dealing with motorists in a very professional manner, and some loggerhead people come there, come and try obstruct the police them. And some of them same people, them take up phone and call police to come help them. When them same one want to lick down police. And look what these things have. There's always a group of women egging on the crowd, seeing and harassing these police officers. And mind you, push me down. Look here. If me is a police officer, me tell if you move from here, so respectfully. And you gotta turn up in your way and tell me, say, me if you mind me push you down. Then in the come if you come link me, you know, because I would have instructed you under the authority given to me by the Constabulary Act. Zine, I say step back. Then you are going to step forward, disobeying my command. And then you will tell me, say, mind me push you down. That is why some of these police lose it sometimes, you know, these police officers, you know. Yes, them training should them make them more tolerant. But the reality is that it's a jungle out there, you know, brother. And as a police officer, you can't have people near, because people disarm you, you know, brother. And them are money on the road, you know. And them are idiot people, you know. You can't trust them, you know. Only make the police them do them job. But me always say, you know, that's what me and I will stop until police kill some people, you know. Because if the police them do them job, whether you think you're lawful or not, that is not for you to decide. It's not the court of the land. Make it go court. Zin? You don't have no right for you put your hand on the police. In some country, you touch police, him shoot you. If him think you go touch him, he shoot you. And not no come out of it. Because you invade him space. The police give you an instruction. You just follow the instruction, brother. In this video that is in circulation, there were children there looking on. What kind of message you're sending to the children? It is okay to disobey the police. But we not even see them things here. Good night, Queen Steph. How are you? It's good to see you. We are not even cognizant of the fact that children are there standing looking on. What kind of message are we sending to the future generations of this country? That it is okay to resist arrest. It is okay to tell a police anything you want to tell him. Me hear one man in the crowd that say him an ex-police and that's why I'm left the force because of this and that and that. If he was an ex-police and a good police, he would have been assisting the police in trying to calm the crowd and to encourage the taxi operator or whomever he was to simply comply with the demands of the police, then how shall the country get better? How shall we improve as a nation if we continue to flout the rule of law? If we continue to want law and order conditionally when it suits us? I don't understand that. But may I tell a story? Allow the police officers to do their work. If you feel aggrieved, there's the inspectorate of the constabulary that probe police excesses. There is the independent commission of investigation that probe police excesses. There are ways to get recourse and justice. Many times, we, instead of de-escalating certain situations, we as citizens of this country go on scene to be hostile to police officers and a situation that never did need to even reach certain places. People get shot. I don't understand. I don't know if we know what we want as a people. We say we want law and order, and now we see them want to violate the rules and regulations of the country. Then how shall we have law and order? So if somebody can explain that to me. See, Miss Sandra Bennett said, teach police always killing people. I don't agree with that, Miss Bennett. Police kill people, yes. See, that is unfortunate. See, but the reality is that police always killing people don't mean say the police are placed you under arrest, you don't adhere to the rules and regulation. So okay, cause the police them been a kill people. Nobody enough adhere to no rules in our country. Nobody should listen to when police officers speak to them because police are killing. People have been killing police. So where does that leave us? Yeah, and that's what I say, Miss Bennett, where that leave us? Some of the things that Jamaican citizens are getting away with in some country, you get shot for that. Are tased. And they have said, I know, and even earlier I said that I know, so we have some police officers who are less than professional, who are less than polite. But the reality is that you have many good, decent, professional police officers in this Jamaica Constabulary Force. Yeah? So yes, of course, the police them need for improve their rules of engagement and stuff and how they treat with citizens. But the reality is that you're given an instruction by the police. You follow the instruction given to you by the police. Man a fight off police and police let him go. And you're in a problem because my father police. Who the hell care if your father police? So because your father is police, you are beyond reproach. You are not arrestable because your father is a police. So police family members not get arrested in this country. And I don't know the genesis of the situation. All I know, I see a video where a man resist arrest. And citizens are tell the police if you leg off of the man and go look for criminal. How many more of these videos shall we see? A man tell police that I'm an idiot because I have you on camera already and you shouldn't leg of the man. So boy, because your camera on means that the police them for stop do them job. Yo, you know we are idiot in other country. You know we are idiot in other country here. Mr. Walters, me and police not friend like that. You understand? So me not store police name in my head, but there are many good police officers in this country, my friend. I can assure you that much. Yeah? I have interacted with police and I know there are very, very good police in this country. As a matter of fact, I can give you a personal story where Many police came to my home sometime last year before last, surrounding a situation where I sold a car. See? Many persons probably remember that I was in an accident. That car, I never drive it back. That's just my belief. When you accident with a vehicle, you don't drive it back. That's just me. I sold that car. See? I know that I ought not, under no circumstance, allow persons to use my license plates. Zane, and I went against my better judgment. As a matter of fact, when they made the request, I told them no. Zane, and when I decided I will go ahead, I tell them man themselves, no, I'm going to use my plate, them do foolishness, take them off, give me. Because I don't want me no money and nothing, and I don't want to do no man nothing. Zane, and I say, yo, teach, I'm first vehicle, just give me a few days to move around and you get the plate them in about 3 to 4 days. I have accepted my miscalculation every day. So I came home from work today. See? Just come home from work. I ordered something and they have a courier service that will deliver it. But they use bikes as well. So when I went out there, see, that was the first time I ordered from the company. When I went out there, I saw a couple of police officers. And I said, Bombat. I saw this courier service official that a police escort them. So I still take a thing for joke. Now further, I go to the gate, I see about 5 more police. And then I be more police, I say, then one brother now, him they have no gun in that man, but I will have BM60 the man them have. The man them come and say them ask for Hugo Williams. So I laugh. I say, nobody not leave your name so still. Because I still take a thing for joke. I am still taking the thing for a joke. See? And them say, what the person when name Williams live here? So I tell them. So them say, who is that person? I say, I am that person. So the police officer where I lead the thing say they would like to have a few words with me. So me I say, I could have teach to you though. Zane, brother, I want to near yoga. I tell you, said, but not live here near yoga. I know so many of sir. Zane, the police officer said, if I own a vehicle, I said I own vehicles. Zane, him say, what them there? I say, I've sold them. Because I did sell the cars. Zane, and thing. Them say, if I have any proof, so I sell the car them. Lo and behold. When I was in the accident, I decided to fix the other car, Zane, and thing. So, when I sold the car, I remember the gentleman who came to pick up the money for his vehicle with the damage in the accident. I was at school today. So, the receipt book, but it only walk with the receipt book and the money for give him and thing. I'm going to place the receipt book in a Scotty bag. Scotty them now, them have a whole heap of bags. So they change their bag regular. You understand? So I call Scotty now and I ask her for my receipt when I sell my car. Because if I don't find my receipt, I got a prison tonight. You know? See, she has said she have to go look. Then she has said she can't find it and she search for a million bag and then they find it. But then now the police officer said I have to accompany them. And they were very polite. He introduced himself. So my name is Sergeant XYZ. I am with XYZ. I am here to see XYZ. Zane? And thing. And I said, alright, fine. So I put on some clothes, Zane, and I went to the police station. When I went to the police station, the police officer who was on duty see me and laugh and say, oh, so you all up and rob people today. That time them still a laugh. You understand me? I say, because like, but from them say car, immediately my process what go on and know say something and because I know me not get my plate them you know. Zine, but I was fool. I should have gone to report that the plates were stolen and I still never, you see sometimes you see life have a way for beat you know. Zine? So I was there now and like I tell the brother say, officer, first thing first, the car there, I be a cross is the car they bring into my life. So I sell it to them. You understand? So me don't know who and who robbed nobody today still, but me ain't did they like. Yeah, I say me still being playful like Zin and the police are saying and that so me I said then what go on? Him say, oh you make people take it from your yard and you don't know what go on. Then me I say but me no involved in that. So if it really matter, me just come with them. You understand? So me driving a one car. First me I driving a police vehicle. You understand? Be a big good in there and then sit there. Nah man, I never teed that man. Zin and thing. So now they said that a man filed a report that his vehicle was hit by another vehicle. Zin, somewhere. And when the vehicle was hit, two men alighted from the vehicle and said they were police officers. He said the men then proceeded to rob him. So you know, say, a robbery with aggravation that you know. Yo, oh boy. Zin and Theodore said they must rob him $5,000. The police who was on duty called the brother and him come and him said, me never see this man before in my life. So me think say right me good enough. The police who was on duty was ending. So our next police come on. You understand? Our next police come on duty. The man them don't know like who send this man. You understand me? I said the man decide say first thing first, he need to come over on the side of the station. Cause right now you're the main suspect in the armed robbery. The armed robbery case, yeah. Yeah, so I say, and right now, Zane, we are waiting for a vehicle to transport you to one big station, like, cause you know what I think. 5,000 US, no, sir, 5,000 Jamaican. Zane, I say, yeah, that a go on. And every time Scotty them reach and them show the receipt and then say something and some things. The man still not take no talk. You understand? The mother say, right now, we don't do no investigation yet and we don't do nothing on rent. So you alone with officer, you were a whole lot bad. You understand? So the inspector of police was there. I think him did a leave too. I mean, I say, expect now leave me answer tonight, you know. You understand? So I talk to him and explain to him what I go on and I see him call on police run. So my next female police in there and thing. She come on after a little while. She probably did admire me to one thing and she has said, calm yourself, teach man, calm yourself. I think they spoke to my principal as well and principal said, but him just left work, then I him go thief and I work him did they like. You understand me I say? And thing and the police still, brother still I say, he not go home tonight, you know. We are going to hold him for about 72 hours after we do it. Because I did take picture of the boy, the blights and them something. Because we're not so full of road. You know. Even though I know I was doing the wrong thing by allowing them to leave with the license plate and stuff. And then after them said them I give me never report it. See, I know sometime, like me just want to get rid of the vehicle there too. You understand? Cross his vehicle like. So all the time I sell the vehicle, cross is still in my life. See? And thing and it look like inspector say, you know, say a decent too. Yeah, man, yeah, so I say, Zane and thing and them I say, then suppose they send me, then let me home and buy a man and me jump on one plane and go and find me. I say, me sir, me, this a boy that left Jamaica go now, yeah, that. So even in that me still like, you know what I mean? But I'm saying this to say that all of those police officers, except the one where they come on after a while, were decent police officers. They were very courteous and even though it was a serious situation, they would have handled the proceedings in a very professional manner. Zine, I never once felt any hostility. Zine, I never once felt threatened and they were most professional. And I know that many other police officers are out there who are like that. So when we ever say all police are criminal and them something there, Zine, but again too, because one of the police who came to pick me up, he was going off duty when we reached the station too. And him say, I think him say, take a statement and send him home because you see the man a corporate and thing. I was very humble, you understand? I was mostly laughing, you understand what I say? And thing. But me didn't know how serious is it. Well, when I found out that the car was involved, because what them do, you know, them simple just run the license plate and I mean I tell you say, the capabilities of the Jamaica Constabulary Force are greater than people think. They ran the license plate and because that's still my license plate then my name came up with my address. And within minutes of the robbery, about 30 police officers there me had. The police force is not as bad as people think. And they have been meaning to share that story on a number of occasions when people have beat the police officers them. But the reality is that the thing is not as bad as many people think. You understand what I say? So, Zane, Griffith say your vehicle come like my wife. See, so peeps, I have other stories involving the police where I know how courteous the police can be, how professional they can be. You understand? So, and every police in the force involved in that. So, eventually, they felt comfortably enough to understand them can't catch this Williams. You're blessed, youth. You're blessed. Respect lawful. You understand? But I know say I never in enough foolishness. But from the moment them ask me if me have a vehicle, I know immediately. Because me just did up. And you know, funny enough, about 2 or 3 days before, me said to my brother, brother, you know, say my license plate, them, I don't get them back yet. And they depend me to rest on my mind. I have this little thing when things kind of rest on my mind, something is going to happen somewhere. You understand? And so said, so done. But I don't know what is the situation, but I know that things were put in place to ensure that I was cleared and I move on with my life. You understand? Sean Close, I believe the teacher Hugo. You understand? So the man then call me had 1 million police officers. Like, or me tell you when me see the man, me I say, Bombard Star. And so this a company official say a police escort them. You understand? And I think it was a couple days after my birthday, Zane. And thing. So I think they assessed me, that they observed me and thing and realize, Zane, and some of them want to come around, Zane, when me I put on some clothes and them something there, when me I trade my clothes and thing, and I guess they must scout up because I never know say gun did involve in the robbery either. So them still have to be circumspect, you know. I never know that. You understand? So, but I was willing to cooperate. Me is no, you understand me? I say something good. You understand? The police them say you have to go accompany us to the station. Me I say, yeah man, me good man, me ready man. I'm gonna just jump in the car and go. As I walk to the vehicle, Zane, like no handcuff was placed on me, nothing. I simply walk, cause them they never park at my gate, and them park at the entrance of the avenue. So I don't know what go on. You understand me? I say, I don't know what go on. Zane, so the man them have them thing. Cause the man them say, when I go to the station, the police brother say, if we did come there, I never find you at 4 o'clock a morning, we are going to lock you up, you know. So, I mean, we have good police officers in the force. Remember that. Yeah, man. So, I can move on now. So, that's my look, you know what I mean? So, I'm sure that we don't know, because, you know what I think, I have experience so we can share. So, you know what I think, so, and I like, I know police names off of my head like that, but there are good police officers out there. Yeah, I remember one time too, because there was a car that I used to rent. Zane? And for whatever reason, the youth them at school one, because I think I drove it to work one day, but I had some skulls on the knobs where you screwed on the license plate. I fooled me because I know the youth them and screw them off. You understand? So you them like them screw off one and I plan to screw off the next one, but they never get round to it. So apparently the license plate fell off somewhere along the road because the car was out on rental. And police ticket the brother who rent the vehicle. Zane? So you know me have to go back to the process now. When I go to the police station, the inspector tell the man them say, you are going like not sensible. You understand? There's a plate missing from the car. There's one plate there already. And I like no plate on the vehicle. I want to deal with the man them. So, you understand? So there are ways and means of doing this. So the man, they myself, I don't know, if I carry them across it, I sell them. You understand what I say? Because you have to go buy one car where come out of the factory. I don't want no car when nobody drive before me. You see? Because there's something wrong with them. You see me? Yes. Police probing pregnant woman's death at doctor's office in Ontario. So you have many good police officers out there, peeps. May I say that for say that. So the police have dismissed reports that a young girl died as a result of having had an abortion at a medical doctor's office in Ontario, St. Anne on Monday. Investigators have instead indicated that an adult female who was pregnant died at the doctor's office in the resort town during a medical visit. The identity of the deceased has not been released. Reports are that on Monday afternoon, the woman visited the doctor's office complaining of feeling unwell. While there, she developed cramps, and during the process of being treated by the doctor, she became unresponsive. The woman and her unborn child later died. That is really and truly sad. The police have indicated that they are awaiting the results of the pending post-mortem examination to determine the cause of the woman's death. So police spokesperson, Deputy Superintendent of Police, Delia Garrick, said the matter is being thoroughly investigated, noting that the death has triggered a number of questions. So, the word on the street is that there was an abortion attempt and subsequently the woman died. The police are saying that, well, first let me just say it's a young lady, but it's a big woman. Zine, whatever the situation is, it's sad. So two lives that really. You understand? I don't know that it was an abortion, Zine, and thing. Nah, man, we don't do busting there, yes, but we're good, man. We're good, bad. We move when we move, man. You understand? You don't feel load up with it, but we move when we move. You see me? So, like, right now, as me I say, we just breeze the thing for a little bit, man. But, nah, you know we're all over the place. So, you see me? And thing. So, you know, peeps, the police, them say them approve the situation. As a matter of fact, I was sent a voice note that was detailing the alleged situation. I decided not to do the video because one, I never sure about the information, and secondly, I was dealing with some stuff personally at the time. And I think that I got the voice note on Tuesday, yeah, and things. So I never get round to, you know what I mean, one of them things. So we are watching. So I know some people are saying no to abortion. Like, I am not definitely against abortion. I am against abortion if it is being used as a contraceptive. But there are instances where I think a woman is in her rights to decide whether or not she wants to expose her body to the changes that accompanies gestation. There are instances where girls become impregnated by them father and them brother and them uncle through incest. There have been cases where women have been raped and they become pregnant. I don't necessarily know that I would want to subject a girl or a woman to bring that child. You understand? So, and I've said that before. I know some people now agree, but that is fine. I mean, your opinion is yours. Zine, I can respect that. Zine, my opinion is mine. You don't have to respect it, but it's still my opinion. You know, mean say right, you know, mean say wrong. Zine, as me I say, you have some situation where some nasty man, Zine, molest them children. How you feel have pitney for your father? And your uncle and your brother? See, a man rape you, scar you for life, and you for make that man's seed grow in a you and give birth to that seed. I don't think that young girls and women should be subjected to that. So if she decides that she wants to get rid of that pregnancy, it is her right to do so. That is my view on the matter. You understand? So when we can sing and talk, because we know the situation and know where a woman I got you. See, oh, you for your sex your little daughter. And then she get pregnant and she carry the child, then you can't do that to the youth them. So this abortion thing is a matter of opinion. I assume. See, my opinion is that there are instances where abortion is fitting, and I will live by that. See, I am not into girls who have abortion as means of contraceptives. You just breed and just go dash for the belly. Then me not into that. But if there are some girls who get pregnant, not planned, but they have medical complications and issues where bringing a child to a stage where she will give birth through the gestation period will place her life at risk and the child's life at risk. So there are not right, not casting a stone in this life. There are circumstances and situations that will determine that an abortion is the best course of action. So these people who get up and just wholly and solely say no to abortion, then me not agree with that none at all. You understand? You don't know people's situation and them circumstances. You don't know people's health status. You understand me? I say you don't know how that girl became pregnant. You then want to carry a child for your father if your father molest you and you get pregnant. See? So the whole abortion story is a next discussion for your next time. But I know something with me think say should be totally removed from a woman. You not care the woman, you not the woman body, and your body. You understand? And your emotions. But to safeguard against arbitrary just people just go have abortion. So there should be rules and guidelines that regulate the thing. But I think it should be a choice that the woman makes if there are certain situations and dynamics at play. Just my view upon the matter that. You understand? Yeah. Next story. You remember the little boy who was found in the riverbed in St. Andrew recently, the 11-year-old boy, where a person are saying that he was murdered and placed in the riverbed. Cops are suggesting that they are not convinced that the Temple Hall boy was murdered. Yeah, man, people can adopt children in Jamaica, brother, man. Yeah, many people adopt children in Jamaica, as a matter of fact. See, the police have cautioned that they have not yet ruled the mystery death of Mark Leslie, an 11-year-old boy whose body was found in a stream, as murder. This after a forensic pathologist concluded last Saturday that the cause of death was blunt head trauma. Investigators, however, are not at this point treating the incident as a foul play. Detective Inspector Karen Salmon told the Gleaner that the experts concluded that the blunt trauma to his head was consistent with a fall. Notwithstanding, we are still doing our investigation to see if we can uncover any additional facts which are of evidential value that can enhance the investigation, Solomon said. She told the Gleaner that an investigation into the incident is ongoing and anybody who has information that can assist should contact the Stony Hill Police at 876-942-2223 or the Constant Spring Police Station at 876-924-1421. Mark went missing on the 29th of January and his body was found 2 days later at 11:30 a.m. with his sweater over his head. A relative disclosed that although Mark went missing on the 29th of January, the pathologist theorized that he died the following night. It was also revealed that there was blood coming from the boy's nose. Mark was reported missing when he did not return home from school, and according to family members, checks revealed that he neither showed up to school that day nor took his usual bus in the morning. The grade 6 student was described by his neighbors and family as a quiet boy who was very respectful and intelligent. So when the Gleaner visited Temple Hall, residents said that the mystery death had caused a paradigm shift in the community culture, with parents refraining from allowing kids to venture out too early to school in the dark mornings. I always walk my children down in the morning and go meet them in the evenings. We just can't take any chances, a mother of 3 said. Another resident said that the entire district was still mourning the loss of Mark and hope for the police to make a breakthrough soon. The pathologist, they must say, blunt force trauma to the head. That may be consistent with a fall, but then how would the sweater end up over his head? There are also allegations that the location where the child's body was found was searched the day before and he was not seen there. So how come you end up there? So whole heap of questions, whole heap of mystery. I suppose the police are probably keeping their cards close to their chest. I don't know. So I could see. Speaking about children being killed, I can use this picture because he's older than 13. You know, a YouTube situation. 15-year-old boy killed in Portmore gun attack. And we know that another teen was murdered in Clarendon last week. Or a week before last, one of them. So a 15-year-old boy was on Sunday killed in a gun attack in Phoenix Park, Portmore, St. Catherine. He has been identified as Jamie Palmer, a student of Hascott High School, which is located in the parish. So the police report that about 6:55, Palmer was riding a motorcycle along a dirt track when he was pounced upon by a group of gunmen who opened fire. The police were called to the scene and the teen was found suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. He was taken to the Spanish Town Hospital where he was pronounced dead. So the police seized the bike as well as a number of spent shells. No motive has been established for the shooting. And as I said, the murder would have followed another schoolboy, the murder of another schoolboy in the Juno Crescent community of Clarendon over the weekend. So Palmer's killing brings to 14 the number of homicides in the St. Catherine South Police Division, where you know St. Catherine and the St. Catherine South Police Division is under a state of emergency. But you know what thing go. There are many theories and allegations and aspersions surrounding the young man's death. I will not get into those, but we'll see how the investigations go. Think I would have shared that this couple would have succumbed to relationship strains recently where the man allegedly murdered the female, then proceeded to drink some toxic substances where he also died. So it has been treated as a murder-suicide. There is an article I think I want to share in relation to the couple. After sleepless nights, Westmoreland farmer bludgeoned wife to death. So the estranged husband who killed his wife last Friday afternoon before committing suicide by drinking a poisonous substance was possessed with anger and bewilderment as his partner called time on the relationship, a family member said. Philip Reed, 45 years old, a farmer, endured sleepless nights before bludgeoning Salima Reed, 29-year-old, with a mortar stick, determined that he would not allow her to walk out on him. The murder-suicide rocked the district of Aston in Darliston, Westmoreland, leaving 5 children in total without a parent. It looked like from the wife move out, it affect him, because him oldest son tell we say, from coolly move out, him father don't sleep. Him say every night him wake up and see him father sit down and stare up in the house top. And niece of the deceased man told the Gleaner on Saturday, Zane using Mr. Reed's nickname. This is the stupidest thing me ever see, the niece further stated, referring to her uncle as a calm man who don't give trouble. The niece requested her identity be withheld. It is reported that Mrs. Reed, accompanied by the father of one of her children, as well as her mother, went to the family home to move out for good. Mr. Reed's niece, who was still in shock from the incident, said her uncle returned from the farm work program in Canada late last year and was gearing up to go back in a few weeks' time. According to her, on Friday morning, Mrs. Reed returned to the home to collect possessions she had left behind, but a heated argument developed with her husband. She should have asked the police to accompany her. Zane? Him used a mortar stick to lick her in her head, and then him run in the bush below the house. We run go take up Cooley and carry her to hospital, but she never make it, the niece said. About 3 p.m. when we come back from hospital, we start look for uncle all over the yard, but we never find him. And it's when my mother got down in the bush, she find him a grown, and we have to head back to hospital again, and then him dead too, she added. Whoa. I wish the Empress would have asked the police to accompany her to remove whatever possession she had remaining at the house. I wish the gentleman would have allowed her to leave as she wanted to leave. And now we have 5 children who have no parents. I don't know that all 5 kids belong to both of them. I mean, as a couple, Zane, sound like the elder had children other than with the Empress. The thing's that way, yo. She said she want to leave, make she leave, brother. Boy, I don't know. On the domestic violence train, remember we share a story recently. I'm say I can find them something here where a man allegedly broke into a house in Mandeville where he killed the mother, well, his girlfriend, his estranged girlfriend, and also his girlfriend's friend. So you know was staying at the house. I'm sure you remember this very sad story. Alleged, no, when I reached that one there, wrong one that. But that's so much of them. Can't bother going at that, you know. See? But that story there, I'm say I can't find that one. This one be about this episode 131 or before that, probably 130, 2:30. 2 o'clock in the morning. Not fine yet. 2:29. When them a walk up and down with them tall thing. When I look for boy at night. Hey. When not broad daylight. 6 months. I can't find that. It's alright. So I'm gonna just move on. I'm gonna try one more folder. See? And thing. No, negative. But the situation where I sent, so I'm gonna get rid of this first. We soon come back to this story. The situation where a St. Elizabeth man killed his ex-girlfriend. He was arrested. He has been remanded. So the case against the man who allegedly stabbed his ex-girlfriend to death in Brinkley District in St. Elizabeth last month made no progress in court on Wednesday due to an incomplete case file. The accused, 26-year-old Jermaine Miller of Hopetown District in Hatfield, Manchester, was charged with murder and burglary. When his case was mentioned in the St. Elizabeth Parish Court on Wednesday, the prosecution said the case file was still incomplete and the postmortem report was unavailable. Miller was then remanded in police custody until the 19th of February, when the case is again to be mentioned. So it was reported that the now deceased woman, 27-year-old Nevia Sinclair, ended a relationship with Miller and had returned to her parents' home a week before her death. Further reports are that on Sunday the 12th of January, about 11:50 p.m., Sinclair was home with her parents. When they heard screaming and they went to check, they saw Miller running from the house. They found Sinclair in a pool of blood with stab wounds. She was taken to hospital where she was pronounced dead, and Miller was subsequently handed over to the police by his father. The girl left, gone her parents' yard, and the man left him yard, guard the woman people them yard, go kill her. So I could get back to that picture here because I don't know why. I understand. Accused lover charged with double murder of Manchester woman. Blessings, this guidance, bro. No, so the man, whenever they get it no name before, wanna guess and tell me that brother your surname. So the man who is accused of killing his girlfriend and her friend at Knowles Crescent in Mandeville, Manchester on February the 5th has been charged with murder. The man who is a 38-year-old and is also called Anthony or Sammy Boy of Longmouth. Zine, he is from New Green in Manchester. He is accused of killing 29-year-old hairdresser Shanika Dixon and 35-year-old bartender Lara Mullings. So allegations are that he, Williams, you'll have to say Hugo Williams. He, Williams, him name, what him name? Soon tell you what him name. Ronald Williams. He is accused of killing 29-year-old hairdresser Shanika Dixon and 35-year-old bartender Lara Mullings. Allegations are that Williams forced his way into the house of Dixon, whom he had an intimate relationship with, by removing a burglar bar and louver blades from the kitchen window. It's alleged that he shot Dixon and Mullins, who were asleep inside the house. And Dixon's 3 children were not armed in the attack. I am very happy about that part. So a bulletin was put out for Williams' arrest, and he was held hours later in Williamsfield, Manchester, during a police operation. So, yeah. Boy, me I tell you. Williams them brother. Speaking about Manchester, you see? I could go back to the main screen. So. Suspected Manchester serial rapist charged. Some man suspected of multiple rapes and robberies in and around Manchester has been arrested and charged. He has been identified as 29-year-old Sheldon Mitchell, unemployed of a Sunset Drive, Knockpatrick address in the parish. The Manchester police report that Mitchell was held following a series of thorough investigations spanning between November 2019 and January 2020. After several reports from residents, Mitchell was charged on Thursday. So the police are appealing to persons who may have been victims of rape, robbery, or unlawful wounding in Manchester to visit the Manchester Centre for the Investigation of Sexual Offences and Child Abuse (SOCA) or contact the office at 876-963-8283. Zane? And them things. Cause you know things set. I look for a particular picture. I wonder if it's over here. I hope you full up your screen. Yeah. I look a bit of piggery. Thieves tie up farmer in pigsty as they butchered the animals on spot. A pig farmer in Kingston was tied up in his pigsty by 4 men who stole 2 of his pigs, which they butchered on spot before disappearing with the carcasses. The thieves reportedly entered the pigsty while the farmer was tending to his animals. Another farmer said that she saw other people in the pigsty with him, but she wasn't suspicious. Me never did that take notice of what I'm up to, she said, adding that she thought the men were known to the farmer. The woman said that after she finished feeding her pigs, she waited for a while for her fellow farmer to exit his pigsty. However, when he finally did, his hands were tied behind his back. And me end up pull it. Them just take the pig and gone. When me find him, them gone long time. Me never see when them time up. Me just see when him come out, she said. Another farmer said that the pigs were butchered on spot by the robbers, whom he described as young men. Boy, them tie up the man like one of the pig them. Me see them, but enough of them, and just me one, so me couldn't help, the resident said. He said that he saw 4 men. Them tie him up and push him down in the pigsty. Them wrap a rope round him too, so him and them press against him back. The man recounted. He said that while the farmer was pinned down, the other 2 men grabbed 2 big hogs, ran through a fence and butchered them before fleeing the area. All of them youth that were rob the man can buy one pair of piglet. Zine, raise them piglet and develop a little piggery or pig farm for themselves. But nobody not interested in that. A man have one pig pen, Zine, where I try a thing to take care of himself and his family. The man them tie up the man. I'm glad them never hurt him still. You still have to give thanks. See him? The man them tie up the man and take what the man pig them family. Yeah? So I'm really happy that he was not armed and thing. But the whole of the youth them must steal the pig them can have pig for themselves. Piglets are that expensive. You understand? And by you know it, them have one whole farm of pig. But no man no want work. See, Joel, it's laugh all over that piggery. Eh? The man no want work, you know. Come like me and one of a few youths in our country and have no problem with working, you know. Them man them no want to do no work. Like, I really 2 job me work, you know. Some man don't want to work none. But it better the farmer lose a few pigs than lose him life. Don't we wish him never lose nothing at all. You understand? But even on a bad day, God is good, though. So I have to give thanks to small mercies. 2 men killed in same lane, days apart. So we reach a death announcement of the thing, you know, peeps. So brace on yourself. So who need to strap in a seatbelt because the ride shall be bumpy. Two men killed in same lane, days apart. The community of Hopewell in Hanover has been sent into a frenzy following the murder of 2 men who were both shot and killed by a lone gunman just days apart at the same location in the town square. Damian Buchanan, a 28-year-old laborer of Camp Road, and 29-year-old Sheldon Hines, guess Sheldon occupation, of Rocktop, both in Hopewell, were killed on Sunday night and Wednesday night respectively. Buchanan was killed by a lone gunman at approximately 9:30 p.m., while Hines was killed by another lone gunman in the vicinity where a candlelight vigil was being held for Buchanan shortly after 9 p.m. So one man was killed, Zane, and a few days after, they were keeping a candlelight vigil for the man who was killed. Then another man was killed at the candlelight vigil for the man that was killed. The Sandy Bay police report that in the first incident, Buchanan was sitting at a stall in the vicinity of Bakery Lane when he was approached by a man who brandished a handgun and opened fire, hitting him in his upper back. The gunman made his escape by foot. The police were summoned, and upon arrival, Buchanan was rushed to the Cornwall Regional Hospital where he was pronounced dead. Yeah, man, him is a laborer too, man. Both of them are laborer. Then on Wednesday night, during the candlelight vigil, a lone gunman struck again, shooting Hines, who was at a bar at the entrance of Bakery Lane. The Sandy Bay police were once again called and found Hines, who was suffering from gunshot wounds. He was also rushed to hospital where he was pronounced dead. So these random shootings, but are they random though, have gotten out of hand in Hopewell, and we will be coming down very hard on persons who are suspected to be involved in any of these killings, one officer said. 2 murders at the same spot have portrayed a bad image for Hopewell, and the police will now have to step up their presence and patrols in the area. The officer said that more police would be deployed, and we will also have to give the area our full attention in order to avoid any form of reprisals or any more of these senseless killings. I'm still alive? Yeah, okay. Zane? So the police were said that they were following strong leads, and we hope to have some suspects into custody in short order. These 2 latest killings have taken the number of persons murdered in Hanover since the start of the year to 4. At least 4 shot fatally in Maxfield Avenue. It's not new in Maxfield Avenue. Ah, boy. There were at least 4 fatalities in Maxfield Avenue between Wednesday night and Friday morning. Police investigators were kept busy as homicides were recorded along Anthony Road, Dillon Avenue, 78 Maxfield Avenue, and an area called Rome. In one of the incidents, a man was found dead in a yard with his hand bound and gunshot wounds to his upper body. Subsequently, Maxfield Avenue residents are suggesting that the state of emergency that currently is in the area that surrounds Maxfield, where Maxwell Avenue is a part of the SOEs, is ineffective. So on Wednesday night, gunshots barked through sections of Maxwell Avenue, leaving the St. Andrew community on edge. When the smoke cleared, the bullet-riddled body of an unidentified man was found with his hands bound and mouth gagged in an abandoned yard while detectives searched the area for clues. Unfortunately, that was not the only crime scene that the police had to process, because 2 other men were killed in separate incidents in Little Q Road and Deland Avenue. See? So, you don't know anything, go. See? There are at least 4 checkpoints in the community, but at least 10 persons have been murdered in the area since the SOE was installed. A resident who chose to remain anonymous said that the security forces need to do house-to-house searches. A lot of days I am here and I don't see any of the security forces doing a walkthrough or anything. Even now and again, they will stop vehicles. Well, every now and again, they will stop vehicles. But those vehicles don't belong to Maxwell people them. They need to build a relationship with the residents here. And this is where trust will be built. But that is not happening, she said. It's not them that make the crime rate go up, but they are not doing anything to curb it either. But it is like the gunman them can time pedal them because them know so them now move from where them there. So you know take nothing for them go do. Well, for them go step on a crime and come back, a man chimed in. He strongly believes that the government is too lenient in its crime fighting techniques and offered strong words of advice. One time shop used to open around here 24 hours, but that can't go on again. The place need to come back, so it don't make any sense to waste taxpayers' money to put man in prison. The government need to lead these killers. Well, let these killers know that they are serious and stop prison the murder of them. Once they are sure that they are guilty of murder, then surprise them and kill them. They are habitual murderers. Even if my son and him a murder innocent people, get rid of him, the man said. I have a feeling so I think that I get better, but I'm wrong. You understand? How about that picture there? Yeah, tell me. Okay. Full of picture. Man killed. 4 others injured in gun attack in Stony Hill Square. The police are probing the shooting death of a man and the injuring of 4 persons in Stony Hill, St. Andrew on Wednesday morning. The deceased has been identified as 26-year-old Shamari Wall of a St. Andrew address. Reports are at about 6:30 a.m. 2 armed men approached a group of persons in the normally quiet Stony Hill Square and opened fire at them before fleeing the area. When the shooting subsided, Wall and 4 others were found with gunshot wounds. They were taken to hospital where Wall was pronounced dead. 2 of the injured persons were treated and released, while the others remain admitted. The St. Andrew North police are investigating the shooting incident. You understand? And cops are probing the murder. St. Andrew North murder rate jumps by 180%. We don't need to get into the details of that still, but them things are going on in Ireland. Peace me there. Mentally, I kind of struggle still. I have to see it, like, but just I have been saying that having curfews and ZOZOs and SOEs means very little if the police them not breach and clear. House by house. You search them this week, 3 weeks time you search them again. Then you search them again 3 more weeks time or 2 more weeks time when them think of 3 weeks you come. Yes, and then 1 week time, then you search them this morning, you go back and search the same house tonight. Or tomorrow morning. You're living at them like a ticks. You understand? That's how we're going to find the guns if we set up security measures and stay there for donkey years and don't leave with the guns them, then what you think I will go on when I leave? Gun them so go rise up. You understand what I say? Then it make no sense. See, cars if you take a jar. You know me no smoke, brother. You understand what I say? In order to effect any change, there has to be discomfort. Criminals can't comfortable. A man must all sleep within your eye, walk me if he must sleep. Or him spend the whole night I look through the window, I don't know which direction the soldier them or the police them come from. Man can't comfortably asleep with them gun and police down your road down there. So that don't make no sense. If you're not reading these areas of the guns, then it don't make no sense at time when you waste, brother. So this gentleman in this red jacket and red shirt and red tie like and this lovely lady here. The gentleman is the president of the Jamaica Teachers Association, and this lady is Miss Marsha Crawford, the teacher who was in the viral video in relation to the Pembroke Hall incident. She would have had her disciplinary hearing and she will retain her job. Marsha Crawford, the teacher at the center of a verbal assault incident in which violent threats were levied at a student at Pembroke Hall High School last November, will keep her job. Good sense has prevailed. This after a disciplinary panel concluded that the incident did not amount to any other action than a reprimand. Simple. The recommendations were contained in a letter submitted to the Ministry of Education by the school board. The 14-member disciplinary tribunal made a decision after the completion of a 2-day hearing with Crawford and her legal representatives. The Gleaner understands that the committee's statement also said that it was not of the opinion that the infringement committed by the teacher warranted her being fired, as I have been saying. In addition, the committee stated that the education regulation prohibited the panel from recommending that the teacher be suspended. The committee reportedly took into consideration the fact that the teacher pleaded guilty to the charges laid against her and admitted that she had acted unprofessionally. Simple, as we say, she did that. See? The panel also heard several character statements about Crawford from persons who were familiar with her. Crawford is also to apologize to the school board in writing, and on her return to teaching at the institution, is expected to publicly apologize to the school community. I don't know about the last part still, but alright. There was a strong show of support from educators and parents on the 30th of January, at the start of the hearing, when Crawford faced the Pembroke Hall High School board for the first time since the outburst against the student went viral. Crawford applied for a leave shortly after the incident became public. So during the disciplinary process, she was supported by Jamaica Teachers Association President Owen Speed, which is a gentleman on board. Zane and them things there. Now, there are requests where the child involved is asking for the teacher to publicly apologize. Now, in all of this, I have not heard what kind of actions were taken against the child, knowing that there was an incident that led up to the verbal exchange with him and the teacher. I have not heard anything, but listen to this. Teacher from Pembroke Hall High School who was caught on video threatening to harm a student is facing another demand to apologize. A day after news emerged that the school's disciplinary committee has demanded that the teacher apologize to the board of Pembroke Hall High School as well as the school population. Radio Jamaica News has been informed that the student who was threatened has made a similar demand. May they just resign, you know? Public apology to child for what? So she will be apologizing to the board and the school. Why she need to apologize to the boy? Listen this. Children's advocate Diane Gordon Harrison says the student wants the teacher to publicly apologize. In keeping with our instructions from the student, whose interests we represent, he has indicated that in terms of revenge, he is not interested, but he wishes a public apology. We wrote to the Ministry of Education and we wrote to the Jamaica Teachers Association, and we have been having dialogue with both parties, she said. The teacher should not apologize to the child. The teacher has been tried by a disciplinary committee. They have recommended that she apologize to the board and the entire school population. I do not know where this teacher need to publicly apologize to this child. And if it was ever me, I see, I send them some places, you see. I that them what they want apology for. Radio Jamaica News reported Thursday that the Pembroke Hall Disciplinary Committee has recommended that the teacher be allowed to keep her job. However, she will be reprimanded. And the recommendations, well, you know them contain the letter and thing. See? Me say after me send them some place, but they have to go have a next disciplinary committee meeting, you know. Yeah, sir. Might as well and just fire the lady then. Apologize to which boy for what? So I'm telling you, say me. As a matter of fact, I will share with you an article on Sunday, if I stream that is, where 380 teachers have left the island since the start of the school year. That is more than a teacher per day. About 2 teachers per day, 2 plus. And I promise you that many more shall be going. So I could go and hype and show off for self. See? I'm done telling this, I said this already, you know. No good teacher now make again, you know. See? I have been in the education system long enough to know so no good teacher now make again. You understand? So yes, there will be teachers, but then I make good again. So I'm going to see what I'm going to end up with. So I'm going to go on and ridicule and chastise and hassle the teachers who are currently in this system and see what I'm left with. You don't know what I go on, man. You understand what I say? You don't know what I go on in this. So some way I talk off of face, you better start learn for teaching and one pitting them. You understand what I say? You see me? Jeffon, nobody, nowhere, no day, no time couldn't get me to apologize to that youth. As a matter of fact, I'll go further. If it was me, I not apologize to no school neither. Let me tell you that straight up. I guess the first thing is that me need a verbal confrontation and altercation with a boy like that still. You understand? We don't do tracing thing. You see me? And the person who dislike the stream, big up yourself. Her name is Marsha Lee Crawford. You see? So, as me say, I know what happening in the system, you know. Because at my place of employ, at least too many teachers have left since summer. Yeah? Even January, teachers not come back. Resign. Gone then gone. You understand? But apologize. Apologize to who? Tell you know. So some way, we have picked me and go to school in that country. Yeah? I have to go teach them myself. You know. I don't look what I go on, man. I don't understand what I go on. You know. I tell them, so I don't know what we need in that country. You know. The teacher was wrong. She should not have said the things that she said. She was tried. Recommendations were made. What kind of actions were taken against this child? We not hear nothing about that. This only the teacher is on trial. Because the boy did nothing wrong. Boy, you want apology, man? Go on here. Yeah, Miss Diane Garden, Harrison. Backside. No phone too. So on hold on, man. Look how much teacher got left this night summer. You know how much of my colleagues them they are foreign to teach? You think them done go yet? On hold on, man. The good teacher them in this are left this, man. Because we're ungrateful. Yeah, we're not perfect. You understand? But most teachers that I know have the best interest of them youth at heart. You don't know some of the sacrifices what teachers make. You don't know some of the things that what teachers do for them youths here. You understand? And someone will just get up every day and will just talk. The teacher them for left, man. Because nobody no mean them no good enough. Nobody no appreciate them. Nobody no value them. So, the teachers them for leave. Me agree to them for leave. And leave people with them pitney them. So since as the teacher them is a problem, I'm going to go teach them pitney them. Because I know I am leaving, you know. I tell them that already. You understand? I'm not babysit nobody pitney no more. Because we know an appreciation. You understand? I see why I mean if I give off myself. Big up to the person who dislike the stream again. Big up yourself. You probably have to teach your own pitney too. Because I'm going to teach them soon. You understand? Now some of my friends them. I'm sure of that. You see me? So, no brother. When I done teach at Jamaica, I done with teaching, brother. I not teach nobody pitney now, brother. You understand? If I teach again, I must lecture. I go lecture somewhere. Teach some big people like. I don't know right now that neither. You see me? I say, someone have to go teach and I want to pitney them, man. I know on the head. I want to know what kind of clock a strike, you know. So the teacher, most of the teacher them done mentally. I can't tell you that. Me right now, mentally, I don't teach. See, it's just that I have some youths where I now go short change a mute there while I am there. See, so for the people, they must say, yo, teach, you need to go far and go teach. I got never. I will never teach outside of Jamaica. And when I'm done with high school, I'm done with high school. You understand? Mentally, I am there. I don't understand, you know. It's just because I know that I have responsibilities and I try to be a professional. See, I just do what I have to do, but I don't love for that something no more. You understand? Because nobody not love food no more. You feel what I say? So peeps, I did a video earlier in the week. Yeah? And I know that this guns for jug trade thing has been happening for a long time and it will continue to happen for a long time. But this article that I came across, and the article was published by the Jamaica Cleaner. See, so I put that out there. See? It was so detailed that you really and truly can't believe. So your Jamaican brothers, and in some instances sisters, are so cruel to each other. So this is not the original article with everything in it. I would have done a few things to make it video worthy. Yeah? Fishing for guns. Old Harbour Bay fishermen rake in huge profits in the jugs for guns trade with Haiti. Even though I'm going to share the script for the video with you. If you haven't watched the video yet, you need to go watch it. See? First thing first, we not even have an education minister for how long now. As I said this already, I said that again. Carl Samuda cannot be my education minister. Carl Samuda all of the education. Where the young, vibrant, creative, energetic youths them in the Jamaica Labour Party there. Where is Floyd Green? Why was Floyd Green moved from the Ministry of Education in the first place? Why was he not asked to oversee the operations of the ministry after Rural Reid was fired? Because someone that cannot be my Minister of Education. Right, I'm not a Minister of Education. I can tell him, send a clip, go give him. Because someone that was here before education started. I don't go here, man. The system not even a good leader, then don't expect education system for progress. What kind of backward step that? And it's like, nah, change. What we are do? Save it for Rural Reid? What? We have a plan for Rural Reid. He's exonerated and he is returned as Minister of Education. Are that the plan? Yo, my dark for them and I show them not even knowing. And I know people are saying teaching and them employ. Then they fire me. And I could see how that go. Because Samuda is not my Minister of Education. Right now, the Education Ministry and a minister, brother. How can you be wanting to champion progress in education and Ruel Reid is fired and you ask Carl Samuda when they have young, brilliant minds in the Jamaica Labour Party who can help stabilize the shit? We know say Carl Samuda can and look with experience and know so the thing. But he's not supposed to be the point man. It's a retrograde step that man. But it look like them a hold on pan it. Forgive back Ruel Reid. I have to laugh sometimes. As much as me know in a laughing mood, we just have to laugh sometimes. ESS Play just make a brilliant point. The man said teachers are migrating to foreign countries and Jamaica is receiving deportees. Where's the logics in that? I mean, I tell a brother, normally you give yourself some trouble, but sometimes when you say some things or some real things, you say brother. You understand? So our qualified and trained and brilliant minds are leaving when we are getting criminal convicts. Funny. Sad. Serious. Miss Fong said don't give them no reason for ruining me. What you mean? Who business with the Ministry of Education? You think the Ministry of Education can fire me because I say we not no Ministry of Education? Miss Fong, don't make people trick you, yeah? Don't make people trick your mommy. You know, gossa. You understand? But then who business with them? Definitely not me. Mommy politician not scare me, you know, man. You understand? Me not no Minister of Education. We not got no Minister of Education. Carl Samuda cannot be my Minister of Education. So who ain't get that first, then get it now. Now listen me now, peeps. Smuggler, I want to pay attention to that something. That's something that cut me some type of way. Boy, I don't know. Smugglers continue to use Old Harbour Bay as a key transshipment point in the drugs for a guns trade with Haiti. Reaping huge profits for our weapons and defying attempts by the security forces to plug one of the scores of illegal ports of entries. 3 knowledgeable sources who have been involved in the trade of contraband reveal that gun smugglers traveling boats equipped with powerful engines and laden with up to 3,000 pounds of ganja and sometimes kilos of cocaine, bartering the drugs for automatic rifles and handguns with their Haitian counterparts. Daniel see everything good still. I work, you know. You understand? Right now, the wolf don't concern himself with the opinions of sheep. You know anything? Yeah man, them alright. You see? Yeah. Fisher folk, doubling as middlemen, have built a steady network of clients ranging from deep-pocketed businessmen to gang members from Kingston, St. Catherine, and St. James, who are the sponsors of the expeditions. The poet speaks. Blessings, brother. It's good to see you again. Listen to this, peeps. Fisher folk, doubling as middlemen, have built a steady network of clients ranging from deep-pocketed businessmen and gang members from Kingston, St. Catherine, and St. James, who are the sponsors of these expeditions. A lot of big people and a lot of big people and gang leaders are involved in the trade. They come to us because we have the Asian Connect and we know how to manage the waters, slated one source. Not that I know if brother I gotta work or teach my youth them and come on my yard. You understand me? I say I no business with no guy. You see me? So if them offended, then them do what them need for do. You see me? And thing. Then you probably are going to fire somebody where mentally leave already. Then it's neither here nor there anyways. So, I mean, you see me? No business with them, brother. Them no business with we neither. So why me a business with people, no business with me? Then it's all fair. Them no business, me no business, nobody no business. You see me? Auntie. I'm sure what there now. The man them say them know for deal with the waters. Most of us do deep sea fishing for a living. So we know the channel to take to avoid the Jamaican and American Coast Guards, he continued. Having conducted 12 successful expeditions by his own admission, which has brought in more than 100 guns. The source gave details as to how the operation is undertaken from beginning to end. You know, I don't wish bad for people, but you see that man here, I open at the 100 gun, they kill him. Them contact us in reference to businessmen or gang members and tell us that what they want to do, and we make the arrangements for them to bring the drugs to us for us to store till we are ready to take off. He said, normally we charge 50%, which we take in drugs, so we can get our own guns when we reach Haiti and take them back and sell to make our money. He said, revealing that assault rifles like AK-47s can fetch upwards of 400,000 Jamaican dollars. A 9mm Glock pistol or .45 caliber handguns command a price of between $250,000 to $300,000. According to the source, the sponsors are responsible for purchasing the fuel and sometimes supply a faster engine for the boat, which must be ready to get away to give them time to dump the cargo if they encounter the Coast Guard. Boats carry at least 100 gallons of fuel in a secure container for a round trip that takes up to a day and a half, subject to variables such as weather or a change of route to avoid interception by the Coast Guards. So we collect all the merchandise, the jugs, and we watch the weather and the police them to make sure it's all clear to load the boat. When everything is done, we take off in the middle of the night and sometimes before daybreak. When we reach Haiti, we anchor and stay on the boat till the connection come to us. 30 pounds of weed usually swaps for one rifle, and 10 pounds of weed for a handgun. A kilo of coke normally swaps for 3 rifles, he said. The return trip, the source said, is fraught with the greatest danger, from the possibility of Haitians double-crossing them before leaving their territorial waters, to piracy on the high seas, to the fear of encountering US and Jamaican Coast Guards. Whole heap of money involved, but me done with this kind of life. But while you were involved in that kind of life, how many lives may have been lost? How many lives might you be responsible for? How many deaths might you be responsible for? But now that you're done with that life, it's all good? I don't think so. Whole heap of money involved, but me done with this kind of life. So me can talk about it, is that so? Me see too much of my brethren, them are dead from the same guns. Also, the police, them are get high-tech now, he said, referring to the ramping up of national security investment in maritime surveillance. A number of residents also revealed that they were aware of an active trafficking network involving youth from the Old Harbour Bay and Haiti, a problem with which the police are grappling. The residents said that the community was gripped by fear because the guns were being used to carry out robberies and murders in the greater Old Harbour area. Anting. You understand? At them the life that the man them a live. See? And there are about 145 uncontrolled ports in Jamaica. Listen that. There are approximately 145 uncontrolled port of entries in this country. And I will not sit here and tell you that things are not being done to assist. I know last year that a long-range aircraft, surveillance aircraft, was bought for the military, for the use in to stem the narco trafficking and goods for drug. There were 2 helicopters also added to the fleet. A couple of ships were bought recently in a few years, seeing Coast Guard vessels and thing. Seeing the reality is that enough resources is not being expended on the guns for drug fight. Seeing enough is not being done to close off or to monitor the illegal points of entries, the uncontrolled points of entries in this country. I am also of the view that a police post should be placed at every fishing village in this country. Not a police station, you know, a police post. And all craft going out and coming in should be subject to search. I know so the manpower needed for that I got great, but we have to do something. We have to do something. They know where the guns are coming through. They know what the situation is. And as I said, it would be unfair if I said nothing was being done. But the reality is that not enough is being done. According to the National Security Minister, the Coast Guard has been successful in stemming the flow of guns to the island from Haiti and other Central American countries by intercepting the jug boats. When the Coast Guard intercept a jug boat, they are also intercepting guns. But you never get the guns because the smugglers dump them overboard, Chang said. Chang divulged that last year about 2,400 guns entered Jamaica's shores illegally via 145 uncontrolled ports of entries. But of concern to the security force is that annual gun seizures represent about a third of that number, which translates to a net deficit of around 1,600 guns. So basically, about 1,600 guns are added to the streets of Jamaica, give or take, every year. They know what is happening. Yes, things are being done to aid the fight, but is enough being done? If we simply need to invest in a couple more Coast Guard vessels, we'll do that. If we need to expand the Marine Police, we'll do that. And the police force post. So what we need to probably do too is limit the number of fishing villages then. That's the next thing. Because some of them places that got unregulated, you know. And some all manner of evil come. I mean, I fight no fisherman. I mean, I fight against a fisherman. But I love my country and I want my people them to live until them get old and die. So if it means say some man I got get inconvenience, then some man forget inconvenience. That's why when me see some man come about say American Coast Guard vessel do them this and do them that, me even too sorry for no man now, you know. Because these are the men who are raping Jamaicans' lives through them greed. So when I hear say them run up in the American Coast Guard and them get certain kind of... Me not sorry for no guy. So me not fight against no fishermen, because you have fishermen out there who are fishing them thing in a real fish. Them not fish for no guns. But me gonna tell you the truth. You realize all the story with the fishermen them with the American Coast Guard couple months. You realize I need to do no video upon that. And I know say them guilty of nothing. But me really and truly not really feel no way more time when they run up in a certain things. Here's a spade. You can't put no pressure upon Haiti for secure no border. You need to secure your border. Haiti is not our responsibility. Jamaica is our responsibility. What Haiti do is of no concern to us. What we do should be of concern to us. Why we going to put pressure upon Haiti to secure for them border and we can't secure our border? Why should Haiti give any credence to any request when we can secure our own turf. No, I don't know that the security budget was cut. I think the security budget was increased. You understand what I say? Miss Knight, a CCTV. I am assuming you're talking at the fishing villages. So when we are going to put pressure upon Haiti, we don't have a political capital for putting pressure upon Haiti. We need to secure our own borders, brother. Miss Funk, but I don't think that's a fair point. Yes, and I can respect the suggestion, but I don't agree with that. We need to fix our problem and stop waiting for people to fix our problem. And so we sit down every day and complain, say America this or America that. A Jamaicans are buy the gun them and send come to Jamaica. And the Americans are buy them and send come here. Who was given 52 months in prison one day for your ship gun come to Jamaica? It wasn't an American, it was a Jamaican. So who care what Haiti wants to do when we not do nothing? So Haiti can secure them border from now till tomorrow. Because America have one of probably the biggest Coast Guard fleet in the world. And drugs still reach America. So the reality is that some will get through. But more can be stopped and intercepted. So in this thing where we keep on blame people. America's rules and laws are America's rules and laws. See? It is Jamaicans who are buying guns, sending back to Jamaica to kill Jamaicans, not Americans. It is Jamaican fishermen who go up on boat and go Haiti, go give them weed or give them meat for gun for come back and kill Jamaicans. I know Asian come here and shoot people, you know. And the Americans come here and shoot Jamaicans, you know. It's we a kill ourselves. So when are we going to take some responsibility for our own actions and stop blaming people? That is why I can't get some time. We have to take responsibility for our thing. If we do all we can do for sure up our thing and there are still loopholes, then you take steps to try and remedy that. But when you try to tell a man to fix his thing and you not fix your thing, then it don't make no sense. I mean, I know, your thing sad. Whichever way we look upon it, it's sad. Zane? Can you imagine? You know how the gun thing going in the country. Zane? And you risk everything you have to ensure some more gun are coming in the country. And then you have a ball now, so you say your brethren them are dead from the same gun. What do you think that going to happen? Them and them make out of steel. You wanna know wicked people, man. How can you know that these guns will be used to kill Jamaicans? And you can claim so you make 12 trips and 100 guns, at least 100 guns you carry back come to Jamaica. But you done with that life now, so you can't talk about it. You say, alright, it's a wickedness that, brother. And Old Harbour Bay is only one of the locations. You're not talking about Rocky Point, you're not talking about here, you're not talking about there. I mean, I know what happened to this country. I got don't know. See? Now we see our next situation. We are an educator. A man who, well, I mean, I don't know. Nah, man, it's 150 odd likes, man. You just probably need to refresh your thing. When you think about on a Salt River, down a Clarendon there, so, and Rocky Point, and them place there. Oh gosh, man. I shared aspects of this story earlier, but since then, more information has been made public. Where educator, 38-year-old Troy Chambers, drama teacher at Calabar High School, was remanded in custody when he appeared in court earlier this week on impersonating a police officer, possession of illegal firearm and ammunition, plus some whole heap of other things, charges. Zane? So I would have shared that part of the story before, but we're gonna run back through it. I did the video. You realize that's the only video I've done since Tuesday. I know some people not paying attention to that, but yeah, we'll probably get to that in a few. So this was the script for the video anyways. So police would have arrested the teacher who went to the Elliston Road police station on Thursday the 6th of February with another man who he claimed he brought to give a statement. That statement and what, I have no idea. He introduced himself as a sergeant of police, high ranking. The police became suspicious, the police officers on duty, and asked him to present his police identification card plus his license, his firearm license, because they realized that he had a gun. Zane? Ali TV, teach, it's a youth. I grew up in a church. His father was a pastor. Oh, teach, it's a youth. I grew up in a church, his father. Yet, are you speaking about the teacher, Ali TV? And thanks for the contribution. Zane? So watch out, peeps. After he was asked to present his police identification card along with the permit for his firearm, he was unable to present either. He then proceeded to admit to the police, Melvin Thomas, good night, blessings my friend, that he is not actually a police officer, and he was immediately arrested and charged for impersonating the police, and also being in possession of an illegal firearm and ammunition. A search warrant was obtained for his premises the following day, and the police searched his home. During the search, they found 58 rounds of ammunition, 33 spent casings, 5 magazines, a handcuff, a Glock pistol case, Damian Scott, blessings, a firearm license which belongs or with the name of Carl Samuels. We soon come to that part of the story there. 2 holsters, 1 magazine pouch, and 1 combat belt. You know, see how an armory man a run like. Chambers was charged with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition, as well as impersonating a police officer. He appeared in the gun court on Wednesday, February 12, where he was remanded. However, reports have emerged that he has since retained the services of one Queen's Counsel, Peter Champagny. Blessings, World Bank. Appreciate the support, my friend. Alright. Off note, and this is where the thing get dicey. Off note, the firearm license found in Chambers' house belonged to Carl Samuels, also called Calibud, the teacher who was shot and killed during a confrontation with armed men on the Vauxhall High School compound on Saturday the 25th of January. Yes man, I know him very good. We all grew up together. Shock me to know him into it. If not your channel, I will never know this. Blessings in the alley. Boy, it thing look away, brother, and it look good enough. You understand? And so many different levels. But I soon give you a look overview. I just present the info as available. Zine, so teacher on screen, Carl Samuels, was shot and killed during a confrontation with two armed men on the school compound of the Vauxhall High School on the 25th of January, a Saturday evening. So his a firearm license with his name on it was found at the house of the teacher who was posing as a police officer. Now, based on my information, I have been told that they were actually best friends, good friends. That is unconfirmed. Since the developments, I have assessed and analyzed the story. I know some persons are making aspersions and allegations that Chambers might know about the murder of Samuels. I am not one to speculate, Zine, so I will not comment on that. However, I have a theory about the firearm license. But because I can't confirm it, I'm not going to say it publicly either. But there are a few things that I have been told by persons close to the situation where I don't really willing to disclose at this point in time. Because you know, if I can't verify it, I not say it. That is how I operate. Before someone not do the video. You understand? However, whichever way you take it from, something is wrong. Apparently, Mr. Chambers has been posing as a cop for years. You understand? Since his arrest, many persons, including his past students, expressed shock when they learned that Chambers, a drama teacher, had been impersonating a policeman for years. He was a very strict and disciplined teacher and always told us that this was some of the principles he learned because he was a cop. When we saw him with a firearm at time, we even saw him with a firearms at time, but we thought it was either his personal licensed weapon or that it belonged to the Jamaica Constabulary Force, a past student said. You understand? In the meantime, the principal at Calabar is saying that it's a police matter. They are awaiting investigation before they proceed with any form of action, but they are not investigating the matter. He has been a teacher at Calabar for 15 years approximately. Really and truly sad. I really and truly wish we never have to do a video like this about one of my colleagues. But the reality is that we don't choose a story them, and you understand, and that's how it thing go. Because a man who supposedly is educated, him should know better than for get involved in that thing. As a matter of fact, I read an article where they're saying, Stephanie Lindsay was saying that this type of behavior is sometimes carried out by someone who tried to get into the force but did not make it. And as such, they're still caught up on being a police officer. So them take it up. But these are some of my concerns. Listen up. 58 live rounds were found at his home with 33 spent casings, which is suggesting that these 33 spent casings are the remains of rounds expended. You understand what I say? 5 magazines, a handcuff, a Glock pistol case, 2 holsters, 1 magazine pouch, and 1 combat belt, plus the firearm license belonging to a slain teacher. A lot of questions. As I said, I have sat down and I have analyzed, I have psychoanalyzed, I have questioned people who know stuff. I have asked, but some things I cannot say because I cannot verify it. What I know is that my colleague is in a very unfortunate situation. There are so many questions I wish to ask. There are so many things I could say, but I will leave that for the investigators to work out. It's rough still. By all accounts, he's a wonderful teacher. Zane, very active. Zane, very involved and things. So me really and truly do. And me I try to figure out, how can you knowingly have an illegal weapon on your person and you walk in a police station with it? Then you compound the issue by declaring that you're a sergeant of police. When you know, say, it's not like it's a legal weapon, you know. You know, say, the gun when you have is illegal, and you know, say, you're not police, and you tell police, say, you're police. Police know police, brother. So the man who I'm carrying to give a statement, was that man in his custody? Did he arrest that? Many questions. And out of all of the crimes, the worst one, you know, because I know nothing more illegal gun and ammunition and license and expenditure. The worst crime of all is impersonating a police officer. I have often said that the death penalty won't solve Jamaica's crime problem, but it can be an important tool in the fight against the crime rate. I have often said that the death penalty should be reserved for specific instances. 1, the murder of children, the murder of the elderly, the execution of a judge, and the murder of a police officer, and also impersonating a police officer. You can't begin to imagine the implications that can have for law-abiding citizens, you know? Because the rule of law dictates to you, say, when a police officer signal if you stop, you stop. Criminal cannot stop you posing as police and you tap on them, kill you, brother. A man can't come tell you anything, say I'm a police, and show your fake ID and then sit there and that is so deep. You want to begin to imagine. I know some people even look at, you can't even imagine how potentially dangerous a man with a gun posing to be a police officer when he's not a police officer can be. And that is how deeply I feel about people who pose as police officer. You know how much people and suspecting people have dropped their guards because man announce themselves as police and lose them life in the process. Jaro, me know I don't know, brother. Me know I don't know. But me just speak on it now. You understand? No. Many persons are also possibly overlooking the fact that the slain teacher may not be the person that persons thought he was. I'll leave that there. So as I said, I will definitely get back to this in the future, you know. But as it is now, I will leave it where it is. We not do the speculation, we not make no allegations or cast no aspersions. But the police them do them investigation. But as I say, I sit down and I drop some things already in my head and my instincts generally depend point. You understand? But we'll definitely revisit this because I know there will be more to come. See? Peace, my head is killing me. Like, as I say, I've been struggling through this stream, the entire stream. I know persons, I wonder what happened. I'll probably say before I leave, but you know, we're there. But I'll just try to wrap up this as soon as we can and them something. Your locks a stick up in. I know of men who work at gas station and say he's a policeman. Wash dishes at camp. Say he's a soldier. Not fun. A serious thing, part. Brother, you know how much. You know what kind of implication a man posing as a police officer can have, brother. Big up yourself in a candy. Happy Valentine's, you know, baby girl. You understand? I hope your day, you know what I mean? Nice and your night warm like. You see? I done put 3 and 3 already. Smoke the near fire. Richie, where you get 6? Smoke the near fire, brother. But, as I said, make we see how it go. See? So, stock roundup. 80 stocks traded this week. So the Jamaica Stock Exchange Combined Index continue its late week rally on Friday with an advance and decline ratio of 43 to 21. So 43 stocks advance means them performance improve, while 21 decline. So the index moved up by 2,664.56 points or 0.56% to close one place. We don't even forget all of that, you know. But overall market activity, there were 80 stocks which traded, 43 advance, 21 decline, and 16 traded firm. I hope nobody here so not have no stock in the one them will decline. Zine? So I could deal with the losers first. The losers was included medical, disposable, and supplies, which was down 16.58% to close at $5.03. Stationery and office supplies down 10.67% to close at $8.04. Zine. Come redeem preference shares down by 9.5% to close at 93 cents. Man, not even realize CAC still up on the stock market. Kingston Wharves down by 7.83%. As I've been saying, I've been monitoring the Kingston Wharves situation. I might pull the trigger on that and buy some very cheap, and hopefully it regain value in the future. Zane Mayberry Investments down by 5.5% to close at $7.50. I don't have none of them stocks there. So they, you know what I mean, then the losers, them not really trouble me this week. The winners, Lasco Financial Services, I have not bought any Lasco shares. I don't know. I have been weighing my mind with that, I don't know. Stanley Motor up by 15% to close by $5.75. Sagicor Real Estate X Fund, that's not the Sagicor that I have. They're up by 14.6% to close at $8.76. Jetcon Corporation up 12%, trading at $1.40. And Pulse Investment up by 10.64% to close at $10.61 per share, 61 cents per share. So, I don't have no company in my portfolio will win this week, but I don't have none will lose. So, I'm a trade firm. You understand what I say? And thing. And them something. So, we give thanks. You understand? Volume leaders were my first stock ever, Wicton, followed by Sagicor Select Fund. I have the Sagicor Select Fund. No, the X one me have. I think the manufacturing me have. Yeah, so volume leaders were Wicton, followed by Sagicor Select Fund and Sagicor Select Manufacturing and Distribution. I have the latter for the Sagicor thing. So people still want them stocks, so you know, say demand is great, so the price might go on increase and thing. So that is just a roundup. The Trans Jamaica IPO goes public on the 17th. Zine, persons have been able to purchase. I have purchased already. Persons close to me also have purchased. Zine, it is being sold for $1.41, $1.41. And thing, hopefully it will be fully subscribed, and when it lists about $3, $4. Though that the $4 one said, but that would be good and thing. So I've always encouraged people to, invest a little in the stock market. I am still relatively new to it. I am building my portfolio, but money is there to be made. You can lose money too, but then you can win. So it's up to you. You have to decide, Zane. So if you have some money and they match us when grow no interest, you can try, try half it and see what go on. You don't have to put everything in there. You can try small and them something there. And thing. So, yeah, this will be a mainstay on this up. On Friday nights, I give you a round up of the stock thing. Zane, teach. Do you watch Taking Stock? Yeah, man. I missed Taking Stock in Grid. So a lot of the things that I am learning from Kalila as well. So you know what thing. That is in US. No, Daniel, it's Jamaican. Yeah? And them something there. World Bank, John, no, we need more teachers like you, bro. Love the work every time. Blessings in the World Bank. Them are gonna need more teachers like me soon, cause me soon gone. You understand? So, but appreciate the support and the appreciation of the works. You know what I mean? So, peace. I'm gonna wrap up with a little thing here. Say many persons are still eagerly anticipating the judgment in relation to Vybz Kartel and his co-convicts appeal. Zane, there have been rumors and counter rumors and all sorts of things. But still no date for Vybz Kartel fate. There was an article last week where there was celebration by inmates and supposedly Vybz Kartel, when rumors started circulating on social media that the ruling was handed down and it was favorable. Turns out that was not true. I don't know if the celebration were true, but I don't know. Legions of Gaza fans are anxiously awaiting the verdict of the court appeal. Judges who will decide on the fate of the world boss, Adidja Vybz Kartel Palmer, and his 3 co-convicts for murder. That wait is said to be proving to be almost unbearable for die-hard fans of the celebrated DJ. But despite all the frantic speculation over recent weeks and even months, there is still no set date for the handing down of the appeal verdict. We have absolutely no indication as to when to expect a judgment in this matter. Hopefully it will be before too long. It's the latest word from attorney Tom Tavares Finson, who led Palmer's defense team at trial. The Court of Appeal last December indicated that a ruling would be handed down in short order. So through Registrar Stacey Ann Reid, it said in a letter to Tavares Finson that it was at an advanced stage of preparing the judgment. And them something. So I don't know anything. So that is just an update. Zane and thing. You see me, so we are going and watch it, is a big topic. See, so whichever way you go, it will be a big topic. You understand? So I know many persons have vested interest in Vybz Kartel. Some people love Vybz Kartel more than they love themselves. You understand? I don't know how they come by that still, but I mean, Adi have him fans them. Some of them more serious than others. You understand? But one of them things. So we are watch it and see. Zane and thing. So peace, I'll cut it there still. But before I do anything else and say anything else, but I want to take the time out. I have often said during the end of my stream sometimes that we should try to spend time with the people we value and the people that we love. See it? I didn't sit me and choose to drop down, you know. But the people that we value and the people that we love. Because you never know. And you see, sometimes people encourage people to do things and themselves not always do it. I might have fallen victim to that as for the last couple of months or so, the relationship between my mother and I have been strained, severely strained, and stuff. And I can be the most stubborn person alive. Yeah? I can be, if I say I not do it, I not do it. And if I say I go do it, there's no power on the face of the earth that can stop me from doing it. That's just me. Zine, my mother and I have always had a rocky relationship. There have been times when it has been lovely and stuff. As I've said before, my mother did not grow me, Zane. I did not know my mother until I was a big boy. My mother abandoned me basically when I was a child. It took me years to get past that, to see through that. Honestly, I don't know that I have ever forgiven her for that either, but I have tried to understand and to move on. As I said, for the past couple of months, our relationship was strained. Yeah? And thing. We spoke a number of times recently. She was sick. She has been sick for a long time, on and off, in relation to issues with her womb. However, she was sick recently, like really sick. I did not know the exact ailment because it was not revealed to me. Suppose that was her choice. And she also never accepted that she was afflicted with what she eventually died from. So yes, my mother passed, and it has been rough in the sense that out of stubbornness, I might not have, seen her for one last time and stuff. And, that kind of hard to deal with. But we live and die by the choices we make. Zine. So, I have been dealing with that for the past couple of days. I have not said anything because I am that type of person. Sometimes I just want to deal with my things and myself. I don't really need nobody around me sometimes. I just mean that I have always been alone and like that. I have always dealt with stuff for myself, with myself. Like, it has been a situation where you really and truly wish you weren't so hard-headed and stubborn in the last days, but it's just one of those things. And I mean, I have been trying to accept and stuff. Seeing, as I said, things were really bad between us in the last days. Seeing, and I mean, that was not something that I just get up and did. That was interaction between my mother and I. Seeing, and it's just one of those things. So, if you realize I have not uploaded I uploaded one since Tuesday. So I've been dealing with some stuff. Then the family is a next story. It's a lot of things, but I just share this because I know some persons have been concerned and some persons kind of worried and so, but I'm okay. Zine, I have, dealt with tragedies before. I am stronger than many people think, but regret is a hell of a thing. And despite the fact that things were so strained between us, she was my mother, Zine, and yeah, she would have done some things in the past that I still think she should not have done, but it's one of them things. I have always been that child who was on the outside for both parents, as a matter of fact. Zine, I have learned to deal with that. I have come to terms with that. Zine, I think that has made me who I am through all of those adversities and stuff. So despite the fact that she was not there when I was a child, she was not there when I needed her to. You understand? But I have moved on as best as I can. I am currently dealing with this situation, funeral preparation and stuff. But I mean, sometimes you wish you had made a different decision, and even to, because the reality is, I think that she might have died heartbroken as well, and I really and truly never want that. But at the end of the day, we decide to do what we decided to do, and we just what we decide to do, and we just have to live by that. You understand? So I'm just sharing that with you guys. The sympathies are okay, but I am okay. Just internally, I try, work out some stuff, and one of them things. So when I just come here, come pretend like everything was good. It wasn't. You understand? And it was not because I never tried to fix it, but it's just because certain things just continued. And me not appreciate certain things. Me not appreciate foolishness. Me not have the time for that, irrespective of who you be. You understand what I mean? I said that is just me. Seeing, I am not a disrespectful person. I would never disrespect her, but I not have the time for the foolishness. As I say, it no matter who you be. So I have been dealing with a lot. But you see, sometimes you just find a way to deal with your issues, seeing, and you just find a way to continue life. You just use certain things as a motivation, and you just find a way to keep yourself going. So everybody have them challenges in life, seeing, everybody have them issues. You understand? But I am willing to say, okay, I could have done things a different way. Of course I could have. You understand? I chose not to. I will live with that, Zine. But it's just one of them things, people. So that is the situation. I will probably keep you posted as it relates to funeral and stuff. But that is just that. So yeah, for the persons who have been concerned, I have not made that public. I am a very private person, as you will learn to. I know some people are going to say about teacher shouldn't tell, because yeah, we understand that, but that's just how I am, that's just who I am. You understand? I have always been that type of person. I am very guarded with certain things, but I just one of them things. So I appreciate the sentiments. A few persons on the channel would have known. I think the Oxygen would have known, because we were conversing on Tuesday one at a time, and I think General Royal know, and a couple other people, but I never go out of my way to announce anything. You're not going to see me put up my status, and that's just not me. You understand? I internalize things, I deal with things mentally, get them out of my system if I'm in need for talk. I mean, my friends have been there, Zane, and the persons who need for the you understand? So, we just have a few little regrets. So we never deal with certain things differently, but life is life, and all I want now is for her to get a dignified, honorable funeral, and it's one of them things. So I have to live with the decision that I made, and I am willing to do that. You understand what I mean? I say, I know some person in the family might, be pointing fingers and saying things, but I am okay with it. As I said, I have always been the outside child, seeing for both mother and father. Yeah, but I am here, and it's just one of them things. Zane is a woman that I loved. She might not have felt that, but I did. Yeah, probably would never love her like how she probably wanted to be loved, but I loved her, you understand, for who she was and what she was, despite, as I said, she did something that I think she should not have done. I don't think she should have left me when I was a child, but at the end of the day, maybe I would not be who I am today if that wasn't the experience. So, we give thanks. So, peace, that is it. I think I did need for, and I was not going to stream tonight. I mean, I say, you know what, just talking and probably finding a reason to laugh was probably something that I needed, and I decided to stream. My girlfriend said probably you need to do that, and so, yeah, I'm there. It's not easy. No matter what the relationship is, your parents are your parents, and Zine, especially how things went down for the last part of it, Zine, I can say I wasn't pleased in myself. You never hope say this is gonna happen, cause I never know say. As I said, I know that mom was sick. You understand, and she has been sick from when I was a child, on and off. So I was thinking that she was going to be around, but that wasn't the situation, and that's it. She never accepted that she was sick either. Well, not with the sickness that she actually died from. I'll probably tell you that at another date because, some things you have to just go and hold on to. You see me? So, peeps, we're there. We are give thanks same way. And the situation kind of set away, but we just try for do what we have to do and what we need for do for ensure so there's closure and stuff. And then I just one of them things. You understand? Not easy, but I just saw it thing go. So, peace, big up on yourself. You understand? Really and truly appreciate the continued support. Zane. Really and truly appreciate the kind words now and the expression of sympathies and condolences. But I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I have always overcome and risen from the ashes in the past, and this will be no different. Yeah. My life has been rough from the get-go, but we kind of balance things and I say clean and thing I work, and them something. So we're just go and hold it, and I know that people say things, but they don't understand. They don't know what was the situation between my mother and I. I know, she knows. She's not here to say. I don't owe anybody any explanation. I am an honest man. I will tell you what the situation is, and if I make a mistake, I am the first person to tell you that I was wrong. I have always been like that. You understand? That is one thing where, you understand? Me never change. So if I am wrong, if I can look at a situation and say, teacher, no, or Chris, because that is what my family calls me. You understand? I know somebody did wrong and I couldn't do it differently. I will accept that. I will admit that. You understand? But we do things how we see them fit at a particular point in time, and that is that. So, yeah, peeps, big up on yourself. Appreciate the support. You understand? I am happy that I streamed. At least me get to exhale a little. You understand? I've been home for the past couple of days as well, and things. Just you know what I mean? I get my thoughts them together and do what we're supposed to do on the other side and them something. So, you know what I think go. So, we are going to hold it. Probably going to start work back again now, channel wise and stuff. As in putting back the said level of work. Because, one of them things. The world don't really stop for we. We continue to do what we have to do. You understand? And one of them things. But there. Appreciate the continued support, peeps. Really and truly I appreciate that. On a serious level. You understand? The family, the people them in the WhatsApp group for the channel, the people them have on WhatsApp or reach out from time to time. The Oxygen, big up yourself. Royal General, big up on yourself. You understand me? I say really Woods Road. So and the other persons who would have been, there encouraging and thing. So but they are going hold it, peeps. You see me? Yeah. I needed that, I think. See? So, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have something nice to drink. If you must drink, don't drive. If you must drive, do not drink. You understand? Load the headphones them. Walk with only the phone, the cash where you need. You understand? Keep your phone them in your pocket and in your bags. Then Bluetooth, headpiece, something there. No make no sense. Them only for chain and bangle and fandangles. Yeah, you work for your money by it, but people will take it and take your life in the process. Don't. You understand? If you must take public transportation, try to travel in a group. If you cannot travel in a group, know the do's and the don'ts. Take the license plate number. Send it go give somebody. Tell people you're there. Tell people where you go. Always follow your instinct. If it feels wrong, it is wrong. You understand? Zane, describe the car, describe the driver. Trust absolutely no one. You know what I think? For the people them when you live them life on social media, no stop. See, nobody no need for no every move on make. You feel me I say? For the people them who live them personal life on social media, them relationship like, it don't make no sense. People them when suffer from the Instagram syndrome. I don't fix that something, You see me I say? Yeah man, I don't know anything go. See, now as me I say peeps, take my advice if you have some things where you need to fix in your life. You probably need to fix them because you just never know. As I said, I've always come here and say, spend some time with the people that you value and appreciate and make them know so you love them. We don't always follow up with one advice. You know what? I just saw life go still. You understand? Sometimes the people that we give advice need to get advice too. You know what I think? I just one of them things. You see me? So take my encouragement, and if you have anything where you need for mend and any friends where you need for mend, and probably you're not going to do it tonight or tomorrow, but look in yourself and try to fix things because you don't want to live with that regret something. You understand? Because you never know, You understand? You never know. So we just have to do what we have to do when we can do it. Delay is danger, as I say. So me as a piece up. Big up on yourself. Really and truly appreciate the support. Carl Sukar, big up yourself. Dante Don, Ken Prosper, Faye Johnson, Gregory White, Miss Joan Gray, Miss Millicent Thomas McDermott, Miss Funk, big up yourself in the Empress. Zane Finar, Kerry J, 876, Brogard, Peter May, Zane, Miss Pearly Simpson, Miss June Reed, Silva D, KLBH 876, Garfield Leslie, Ingrid Theater, Sean Bailey TV, Miss Pearly Simpson, Box Them General, yeah, man name bad. Ellie London, Aces, big up yourself, you know what thing go. Father Gregory White, who else in the building? Zane, I'm not sure. Mike Larry, big up on yourself, Think me big up Miss Joan Gerdy. Robert Neffins, Matthew Parchment, Finar, big up yourself, youth. No, the oxygen there, but I know Royal probably there's something, but you just probably not comment. I don't know. Yeah, and that's what I say. I know James Bond did about one night time. Jonah Lewis, big up yourself, brother. Father Lance Cooks, manners and respect, Zane and thing. Peeps, look out for, Sunday 8:30. You know what I think, definitely. Look out for the premiere of the Silver Cat interview on Sunday. I'll try to have the premiere between 10 and 12. Zane, Pablo Jad, big up yourself, brother. So we watch party, we watch a video together and we'll have vibe and then something there. You understand? I have another interview tomorrow. As I say, I kind of take on what the work now. Because I probably need to keep myself occupied to and them something there. You understand? Hardly, Hornsby, big up yourself and brother. Jaro 306, manners and respect. Joey Lit, blessings my friend. Miss June Reed, good night. You understand? So, yeah man, peeps. Make sure say Sunday after you eat on a breakfast or go to church and come back and look out for the super. Not the super cat, that's them mad, The Silver Cat interview. Silver Cat a general. Silver Cat, big up yourself for the brother. Anyway, Yeah, so let me say, so no look out for that. We stream again Sunday. Zine, I have been home. I think I will probably go back home tomorrow as well. And stuff, for ensure that things are, progressing and stuff. So, there, peeps. Appreciate, You know what I mean? Jen Mackel. I'm not sure what the MCL for still, but Jen, big up yourself. See, yeah, man, I get some rest, man, because if we take on the road earlier morning too, so you know what I think. Housewife TV with Altia. Thanks so much, Empress. I say a word. Blessings. You see me? Father Dexter, manners and respect. Peeps, enjoy your weekend. You understand? Moderation over botheration. Tetlawa, blessings. You understand? Don't overdo nothing. See me I say? I'd appreciate the people them when you appreciate it. Yes, sir? Yeah, man. Walk good. Step with ya. Sunday, 8:30. Make it a date and don't be late. Don't look for it. Get book for it. Peeps. Big up on yourself.
Teach them. Hey, yo, yellow. Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them. Right here. Warlord representing.